What's up, friends? Welcome back to another YouTube Live. And here I am, your host, Sophia. Thank you for joining us today. And I say us because I have a wonderful guest on today's live, my friend Jennifer from Allfeisty. And we are getting roasty and toasty tonight, guys, because we are bringing you a Fashion Week roast. So many of you guys asked for this. So we're back. We have another fashion live to talk about. We have a bunch of different fashion shows from the fall winter 2025 runways that all just showed in New York, Milan, London, Paris. We kind of have like a mixture of brands. We're going to look at some of the best. We're going to look at some of the worst. And we're just going to share our very maybe biased opinions, our non-professional opinions, and we want to hear from you all as well. So whether you are here in the live chat or you're watching on the replay, definitely let us know your salty thoughts. And before I let Jennifer in, I just want to say hello to everybody is here. Hello, Sea Salt Waves. Welcome. Thank you for joining the membership. Welcome to all of my members, by the way, who are already here. Hello, Lynn. Hello, Neetu. Let me know where you guys are watching from. And also, is it warming up where you are? Are we getting some springy weather? Today it was like maybe like in the low 80s, and I did go for a little walk and it was pretty nice. It was pretty nice. Hello. Who else is here? Pink Sparkle. Hello. We got Tracy. Hello, Elizabeth. Hello, Shug. Welcome back. We have Carol here. Tyga, welcome back. Liresi, hopefully I'm pronouncing your name okay. She said, I made it to a live finally. Yay, finally. Welcome. We have fun on these lives, so prepare yourself. Hi, Justine. Welcome, members. Welcome, members. Oh, no. Tyga said, Arizona is getting 8 inches tonight. What? What? Is that Arizona, AZ, or am I mistaking that? Okay, St. Louis is in the 70s. Sandals made an appearance for the first time. I wore sandals yesterday, guys. I know. It was warming up. I was like, why not? I got a pedicure. I was like, gotta show off the pedicure. Hi, Zane. Oh, Caleb is napping, showing up in his place. Well, welcome. Hi, Tracy. Well, welcome, everybody. I see people popping in. So we'll get Jennifer in here. We'll say hello. And then hopefully in a couple minutes, we'll get some more folks in here. I know it takes a couple of minutes for YouTube to send out all the notifications to everybody. And also post in the chat, which fashion shows do you want us to talk about? Because then that gives me an idea of what you are interested in. And maybe we'll do a couple of polls along the way. So I'm going to let Jennifer in. I see that she's in the waiting room, so I'm going to add her now. Hello.
Hi. How are you?
Good. I can hear you loud and clear.
That's good. That's important.
It's nice to not just be listening to myself the whole live. The sound of my own voice.
Now, come on. Don't you love the sound of your own voice? I mean, it's just
not after having to edit so many videos. I'm like, why do I sound so annoying?
you don't, but it is true. After editing for a couple of hours, you're like, wow, it's amazing that anyone actually listens to my voice. Because after a while, you're like, okay, anybody else, anyone.
And if you guys don't know Jennifer, if you've never watched her channel before, she covers a lot of the same topics and products that I talk about. We have a lot of the same interests, fashion being one of them, but obviously luxury beauty being another. So her channel is linked in the description box. So I know a lot of you guys, you already are subscribed to her, and some of you guys are members in her membership as well. But if you haven't, definitely check out her channel after this live, because very similar type of content that I produce as well.
Well, thank you very much. I am thrilled to be here. I also have a small little guest who
oh yay,
he's gonna be, hopefully he will sleep and just be a good little guy, but he's almost 15 and he's a little fussy, so if you hear any fussiness, that's what that is. That's the dog. Yeah,
that's Harper, right?
That's right. Hey, you got it good. Yes. I'm surprised like Luca doesn't show up at some point, like in the lives. Like I'm
Well,
shocked.
Luca is like locked out of this room because if he comes in, he immediately starts terrorizing Minnie. So if
Oh,
he comes in here, he kind of has to be like supervised. And
got it.
as soon as he bursts in, he looks around like, what can I play with? Like, what can I rummage into? And then Minnie's just looking at him like, what are you doing?
Like
Like, why are you
why?
climbing? Yeah, why are you climbing on that?
Why do we have this other animal in this house? Yes. Well, no, that actually does make sense because I had a cat a couple years ago, and they're wonderful, wonderful animals, but they also just get into absolutely everything. Like they're like, oh look, shoes. Oh look, a package. You're like, oh no.
He immediately runs into my closet and I have like my shoes in little cubbies and he
Yep.
knows I can't like reach in and get him out. So he
Right.
goes into the shoes and then like hides behind all the shoes. I'm like,
I love
okay, I'm just going to walk away.
that.
It's not going to be fun for you anymore once you realize you're allowed to be there.
Then he's like, no, I'm not interested. I'm good. Thanks. Bye.
Yeah. Oh, wow. We had a bunch more
Oh
people
wow.
join in. Got a good crowd today. Hi,
Yeah.
Jessica. She said, hello, ladies. Love we get to chat with Sophia and the feistiest guest of them all. Hooray. Yes, Jennifer's channel is called Allfeisty, if you didn't know. You don't get the reference there. Pink Sparkle says her cats just sleep all day. That's what Minnie does most of the time, where she sits on my desk and like annoys me.
Well, Minnie's older, right? Old, not
Yeah,
old, but older.
she's like a senior cat. I think she's like 12. I have to do the
Oh,
math. I got her
oh,
in 2013.
yeah,
So,
yeah. So she's like, yeah. I mean, that's definitely older. Our cat lived to be 20. So
oh wow.
yeah, yeah. It was very. She was Max was a very senior kitty, but Max definitely was in charge of the dogs. Max was definitely the ringleader. The dogs were like, no, 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 Max, you go ahead. We'll hang out.
You go ahead. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Oh yeah. Very clear who was in charge.
There's a lot of love for Harper here in the chat here. So we have a lot of cat ladies, but also dog owners and dog fans here as well.
I'm an equal opportunity any animal, frankly. You could have a goose in your house. I'd be like,
Yeah.
hey, that's fantastic. I mean, I don't I don't judge.
Yes.
I don't have kids, so I have pets.
You got your pets.
That's right.
Well, guys, please put in the chat which shows you want us to talk about. We do
Yes.
have like a lineup, but if there's any that you are very much interested in, let us know. We won't have time to look at every single look because some of these shows, they have like 60, 70 looks. Some of them are co-ed,
Yeah.
but we are going to look through and kind of point out the trends that we're seeing, the styles we're seeing, and also how you might see that reflected in actual stores. Sometimes we see things on the runway and they look very extravagant and over the top, but what does that actually mean for us? What are the sorts of like colors and motifs and trends we're going to see? Also the makeup we're going to be taking a look at, the bags, like what are going to be the hot bag sort of silhouettes and styles. And we said this before in the last kind of fashion oriented live that we did together, but I've noticed that a lot of like the trends that we start to identify in the beginning of the year, I feel like they're not full blown yet until like that fall season starts. So these shows are really going to indicate what's going to sort of start to become trendy in like a couple of months.
I agree. Yeah. I think it takes a little while. And this year has been a little weird, starting off with the change of all the different creative directors and people moving around, that it's hard to kind of tell what the new vision might be based on some of this, but I think it at least gives us some indications about where things might be going.
Yeah, exactly. And even if you are not into luxury fashion, I think that we can all have fun here today.
Yeah.
Everybody has an opinion. You definitely like Jennifer and I are not shopping at like Chanel and
Nope.
Miu Miu every single day.
Nope. I
some of
wish.
these brands we've never even like some of these brands I've never even like been into a boutique before.
No.
But I still watch the shows because I enjoy looking and seeing like, okay, like where are we taking things this year? You know,
It's
it's
fun. I mean, it's fun to look at the styles and stuff. And hopefully more fun will come back to the runways like they used to like in the 90s and in the early 2000s. There was a lot more to watch and look at, which I think we
yeah,
got some of that and we'll get into it, but I think there was some of that in the shows, which was great. It was a great like kind of like, okay, let's at least have some fun with this.
exactly, exactly. All right, well, let me just boot up my screen share real quick and we will just dive right in. And again, guys, please comment in the chat. Let us know your thoughts. Members, you have your pass or yes emojis that you can use to let us know. Do you like it? Do you not like it? And then I'll try and like throw up a couple of polls here so you guys can let us know which show, like if you liked the show or if you didn't after we discuss it. So hold on one second. Okay, yes. I am pulling from Vogue Runway. And I do want to do a quick little disclaimer first.
Yes, that is awesome. Elizabeth, you can watch a lot of the shows on actually on Instagram. Like they'll have little clips, and then they'll link you to the actual shows. You can watch them on YouTube. Some of them actually have them on their brand websites. Chanel has basically all their looks on their brand website as of today. There's a whole bunch of different places that you can link to them, but I would start with like Instagram and YouTube. Literally, just put in like Chanel Fall 2025 runway show, and you'll see a lot of things pop up.
Exactly. Yeah, I love to, if you follow any of these brands, most of them will live stream their shows on Instagram. Like I just watched like the Coach one
Yep.
like 2 weeks ago or whenever it was, and I just watched it live and it was really fun. Like you kind of feel like, you know, you're in the front row or something like that.
Yeah, better seats, I'm sure.
Yeah, so here's a quick little disclaimer because we are pulling these photos from Vogue Runway. I am a subscriber to Vogue, so I have access to this. This discussion will include short clips of copyrighted material from Condé Nast Vogue Runway. This is going to be used only for commentary or criticism, which falls under fair use. This live is not currently monetized right now, so there's that as well. You guys get to watch ad-free, as most of you guys know if you've been to a live before, because I don't like to interrupt what is a live event, a live discussion with ads. I don't feel like that is a fun experience. So yeah, just wanted to do that quick little disclaimer there. And hold on, I gotta get out of presentation mode here. How do I do this? Escape. There we go.
Oh, Sarah, I hope you're feeling better. Yeah, it was going around, unfortunately. Everybody in New England was sick. Well, still sick, frankly, but it's starting to wane. So
everybody everywhere is sick. Like I finally am not sick anymore. And I feel like my parents have been dealing with different bugs. Like everyone's been telling me the same thing.
Everyone. It's just everywhere.
So I hope everyone's feeling better out there if anyone was experiencing that. Okay. So this was the first one I had, Jennifer. What do you think about doing Miu Miu first?
Miu Miu sounds fabulous. Let's talk Miu Miu.
Okay, so, and I think this first look tells a lot about what you're going to see in some of the other photos. I'm noticing across a lot of the brands, a lot of like retro styles. You can see right here, right off the bat, the kind of little sort of vintage style hat, which I am very excited about because I love hats. And I watch like old movies or, you know, I don't know, like period pieces. And I'm like, why don't we all wear hats like that? It looks so fabulous.
Because you look good in a hat. Not everybody looks good in a hat. Like I do not look particularly great in a hat. You look good in a hat.
Let me see if there's a photo here. Oh no, they didn't do it, but I'll zoom in a little bit here so you guys can see these cute little hats with the big earrings. They also have like the pointy bras in this runway show. And then something else that I'm seeing a lot, and I'm just saying this up front because you're going to see this in a lot of the other shows that we look at. So I feel like I should mention it now. A lot of fur and a lot of leather. And I don't know if it's real fur or faux fur. I'm not really sure. And like whatever you like to buy, is what you like to buy, but like furry things, whether it's real or not.
I agree. Furry things is an excellent excellent way to say it. And you know, I think some of it, and again, I saw some articles, and I don't remember where they were, talking about this exact thing, about the fact that, like, where are we with fur, and depending on where you know fall on the a line, or whether it's something that you absolutely are against, or something that you know you're comfortable with. It is interesting that we see a lot of these fuzzy, furry, comfy kind of like materials
Yeah.
in bags, in hats, in vests, in coats. And it's really, I've also seen them in shoes. Like, you know, you see like a lot of the shearling for the winter and stuff. So it's definitely back with a vengeance. And all I can say is I think it does have something to do with uncertainty and like a lot of things going on, so you feel like comfortable, you know, like to pet things, like your pets, you know, they're soft and fuzzy. But also, just like you said, going back to a different time when people got
Right.
more dressed up, and there was more, I don't know, sort of like a sense of, you know, I'm going out, so I'm going to get dressed up.
Yeah, exactly. Like this little fur shrug, whatever you would call it. It looks like something you could find at a vintage shop.
Oh,
And
great.
I wonder if it is because like a lot of the younger generation, they are kind of liking and enjoying and seeking out more like vintage styles and clothing. And Miu Miu, if you guys don't know, is kind of like Prada's younger sister. It like Miu Miu and Prada are both owned by the same company. And Miu Miu historically has been a little bit more like younger, maybe a little bit girlier, maybe a little bit more feminine, some may say. And so they've still kept this little like stocking throughout every single look. And I'll have to find a photo of the embellished ones in just a second. There's a lot of photos here. And they still have like the little quilted bag, for
Yes.
example. But
Yes.
like the furs and also the hairstyles as well, and like the little corner lash definitely give a bit of like a retro type of vibe.
I agree. I agree. There's a lot retro in this, and there was a couple other designers who did it, I think, as well. With, I mean, look at the loafers for a second. Like that is that's a man's loafer, but on a woman.
Yeah.
And those were super popular, like incredibly popular in the 90s. If you didn't live through the 90s, you won't know this, but the biggest thing were like men for women, like men's loafers, but with a really chunky heel. Like that was like super
Yeah.
popular. Um, and
Insane.
then look at that. I mean, look at the detail on that. Like,
I think also like they're creating a little bit of a statement here with the
yep,
socks, and I
yep,
wonder if that's because they want like lower ticket items
right,
for
right.
people to be able to buy. So it's like, oh, let's make, you know, socks, gloves, fashion jewelry, sunglasses. Those are sort of little accessories that people can kind of maybe get as gifts or purchase as gifts for themselves or for others if they don't have like $3,000 to buy like the skirt or whatever.
Agreed. Totally agree. Yeah. And that's a vintage handbag. I'm sorry. I mean, I know it's a new handbag, but that's a
Yeah,
vintage. That is like your grandmother had that bag, or your mother
exactly.
had that bag. Come on. I mean, with the little fur capulet or whatever the heck it is. Yeah, it's like,
The little stole.
yeah, you could, I mean, honestly, if you saw a picture of like the 1950s and 60s, you'd be like, oh yeah, that right there.
Exactly. What's also interesting that they did when I first saw this show, I kind of like hated it. And
Yeah,
then when I went back and looked at it, I was like, no, actually, like there's some cute pieces here.
there are.
But I
There are.
had to get past the styling. So it's like they kind of created this woman who is like she's in a rush and she almost is kind of like disheveled, you know what I mean? I don't know if
Yeah.
they're trying to make this a little bit like sexier or something like that because she's showing the bra. I think they just want to sell these bras.
So I was reading something. Yucha Prada, who is the creator of Miu Miu and Prada, actually made a comment about the Miu Miu line and the Prada line which I thought was very interesting. Now, these are her words, not mine, just to make it very clear. But what she said was, she said, difficult moments, dangerous times. You've got to use the tools available to you. Bullet bras and bouffants were Miu Miu's ornaments of choice. There were others.
Interesting.
So, again, as we critique this and turn this into like, what does all of this mean? In my opinion, she is making a statement here, which is basically like, we're going to fight whatever we decide to fight as women in whatever way we can. And whatever that means for you, this is what it means for me.
Right.
And you'll see when we talk about Prada, it's a different take on that, because the Miu Miu is like,
yes, exactly. Yeah. So we'll chat about that one after.
Yes, but it is interesting because you take certain things away from this look, like you said, you've got the hair, the big hair with the half dress, but then she's got a 1950s, 60s aesthetic. It's an interesting statement.
My cat is here, by the way, guys. She's like giving me little kisses as I talk. Here you go. Say hello.
Oh, baby.
She looks so awkward. Like I swear she's purring.
She's like, I know Harper was on there. She's like, I'm getting in on this. This is ridiculous.
She's been napping like in the corner for hours, and then I saw her like, get up. And she had this like look of intent. She's just like sitting down there like, you better let me up on your lap.
She's like, excuse me, I am so much better than a dog. I don't know why I'm not here.
I did want to thank Michelle real quick for the super chat. Thank you, Michelle. She said happy birthday. Thank you, guys. Yes, my birthday was yesterday. So I appreciate that. I'm going to put you on the heart right now, Michelle.
You have two of them. You have one from Michelle and one from someone else. Who else is up there?
Oh, no. Okay, sorry, guys, because I was screen sharing. So I didn't see. Hold on. So we got Michelle, and then we've got one from Jessica. Thank you, Jessica. Oh my gosh. Hold on one sec. I'm going to put you on the heart.
Okay, now tell me what the heart is. I need to understand the heart.
So if you give a super chat, you get to go on the heart. And then we're going to thank all the super chatters in a second after we're done with Miu Miu.
Oh, I love that.
From the last live. So it's just like a way to like, it's just fun. You get on the heart.
Great idea. Yeah, that's a great idea. I love that.
I just bought a big pack of these from Amazon. Maybe I'll buy a different shape when they run out. We'll see. It was like Valentine's Day, so I was like, oh, let's do hearts. But then I was like, oh, I kind of like the heart.
I love the heart. I love the heart. The heart's a great idea.
Thank you so much, Jessica and Michelle. Appreciate you guys. You guys are so sweet. Oh, you guys are using all your mini emojis. Let me check my notes. I wrote a bunch of notes of like different oh yes, the makeup for this, I feel like I'm seeing this across a lot of the shows, like very bare, very fresh.
Yeah.
Like kind of like a corner lash.
Oh yes, very much a corner lash. And it is interesting because, it's a very matte look on the face, actually. Like there's not, if I'm looking at a lot of the models, there's not a lot of dewiness going on, which has been popular, for the last couple years. It seems to me like a very matte face, a very almost like blotted lip, or, an easy lip. And then the wing lashes. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Let's see what you guys are saying here. Let me scroll past all the mini emojis.
I haven't done emojis for my members yet, and I have to get on that, guys. I have to get on the emoji creation. I'm working on it.
Some of you guys are talking about the loafer. Oh, Jessica says, I love loafers. As a kid, I wore the GH Bass ones.
Yes.
And I now have a few pairs. I love them. That sounds familiar.
Yes. You young lady are a little young for the Bass loafers, but they're very popular in New England, very, very big. But when I was younger, when I was a kid, everyone had, well, not everyone, all the cool kids had the GH Bass shoes. And they're
Mm,
like, they look like a almost like a penny loafer. Do you know what I mean? Like that design. They're a little stiff.
yeah,
And the ones that were really popular were like the burgundy color, like they were sort of like a ombre leather kind of thing. And they
yeah.
were super popular, like
Whoa.
super popular.
Little Sin says men's suits in the 90s. My mom would thrift men's suits and get them tailored.
Yep.
Oh.
Fabulous. Fabulous.
Why is it that always like the brands that do all the custom stuff, it's always for men. It'll like custom men's suits. I'm like,
I
where's
know.
my custom women's suit?
They don't do that. Well, I mean, they did, I guess, but it just sort of it went by the wayside, like women's clothing tailoring. It was always
Yeah,
for men. Savile Row. There's no Savile Row for women, not really.
I know. Tiffany said the embroidered stockings with heels is very 1920s. I love it.
Agreed. I agree.
Little Sin said, I agree about the vintage trend. Thrifting has become a competitive sport. Yes. Yes. Nitu says, yes, the kids love vintage and recycled and sustainability.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's do a poll, guys. Let's do a poll on what we think of the Miu Miu runway aesthetic, the look. We'll do a little pass or yes to see what you guys think.
Peg roll my jeans and wear penny loafers. Yep. Yep.
All right. So if you are new to these lives, the little poll should pop up in your chat, just like in your YouTube app. So you should be able to right there just vote for whatever you like.
You tell us.
But yeah, I mean, like there are like plenty of wearable pieces in this collection. Like little skirts and stuff. It's not my favorite collection. I mean, my favorite part is the hats.
So like I said, I don't look bigger than that. I like there's some hats I can wear. I have to have a particular hat. What I did like though, I have to say I was interested in were some of the bags. Like some of the bags to me were interesting because they did have that
Let's
vintage
we
kind
can
of thing, and I did like that.
So here's like a smaller version.
Yep, like that one. I like that.
Cute.
Yeah, I like that bag. I don't know what the price point will be. I mean, that's a different question, but I like the design. I do.
This definitely looks like the bag that they're going to be pushing this fall.
Yeah. I have to say, like, I would buy that if it's not ridiculous. Like, that's a bag I would buy.
Yeah, I think it's a solid bag.
Yeah, I think it's cute.
I think I prefer the Prada ones.
Yes, I do too.
I really like the East-West ones with like the long shoulder strap.
Yes.
I think that's the thing. Like I always end up liking the Prada version better than the Miu Miu version.
Yeah, but I think that's, and I could be wrong, but I think that's kind of like the thing, right? You have the two distinct sides, as she would say, the sides of a woman, like, and you get to decide what your side is, kind of thing.
Right.
But you could see how they could coexist. Like you're like, oh yeah, I see that, yeah, she's incredibly talented. I love her work. It was why she's been so, I mean, Miu Miu and Prada have been so popular the last couple of years.
Exactly. Okay, so this was a pretty close poll. 45% of you said yes, and 55% of you said pass.
Interesting. Okay.
I like that. I like that we're a little divided. You know what I mean? Okay, let me take a quick second to thank our super chatters from last week. Make sure I'm presenting here. Oh. So thank you to all of our super chatters from last week. We've got Christiane. We have George the Cat, one of our new members. We have Shug, Jessica Arita, and Jessica Reisenberg. I always have to make sure I spell each Jessica's name properly because one of them spells it with 2 S's and the other one spells it with 1 S. So
Love it.
Thank you, Super Chat fam. I very much appreciate you. I do turn the ads off during these lives so that you guys aren't interrupted. So I very much appreciate all the love and the super chats. You guys are the best. And which one should we do Prada next, or do we want to do like Chanel?
You tell us, guys. We're here for you.
Let's do a poll. What do we want to do next? Hold on. Chanel, Prada. We'll let you guys vote. I'm curious to see which one wins. All right. Rock the vote, guys.
Go.
Oh, Chanel is ahead.
Interesting. Okay.
Chanel is the next tab that I have, so it's easy for me.
People are like, hey, I mean, I get why. It's Chanel. Like I just in general, I get it, but I also get because of this particular show. I get it.
And you know what, guys? I actually kind of liked the Chanel show, so
yeah. I have some salty perimenopausal comments about the Chanel show.
I think I know what you're gonna say.
I mean, hey, that's why I'm here. Yeah. No, but I'm we can get
I have
into
some
it.
good things to say, and I have some, I guess, salty things to say. There's some things I liked and some things I didn't like.
Yeah. I mean, look, I'm not, it's really easy to sit back and critique things. That's practically the easiest thing to do in the world because you don't have to do the designing. You don't have to come up with the idea or implement it. But some of these shows sometimes, and again, I love the idea of being artistic. I love the idea of doing something like outlandish, and Lagerfeld was like great at that. He would have these shows in a supermarket and, you'd be wearing, there's a purse that's a meat purse. It's literally like supposed to look like a piece of meat, like ground meat. So I'm all for that.
Yes.
But there are things sometimes where I'm like, who thought that was a good idea? And what in the world is the interpretation of that going to be for anyone? But anyway, we'll get into it.
Who is buying this? All right. So Chanel won.
Okay.
Chanel won. So we're going to do that next. So let me switch my tab here. Boop. We got Victoria.
And by the way, I'm not drinking beer. I'm drinking root beer, just so everybody is clear. just so nobody thinks I'm drunk as we're talking. No, this is just root beer.
I have a tea.
I needed sugar. That's where I'm at right now.
Okay, so Chanel. I guess I'll start off by saying I actually liked the ready-to-wear for this. Not every single piece, but I didn't really like the bags. I thought the bags were like not my fave. But that's kind of been what I've said about the past couple of Chanel shows. So I guess we can kind of just dive right in here. Let me open this up.
So this is not Blazy's first collection. Blazy will come on board. We'll see his first work actually in the fall. So in October, November, we should see his first collections for next year.
And for those of you who don't know, basically the creative director for Chanel, she allegedly left. Whether she was let go or she left her on her own, we don't know. But
we don't know. That's very true.
Yeah, she's gone, and they are hiring Mathieu Blasi, who has been the creative director of Bottega Veneta. So he's going to be coming in. So I assumed this was done by the design team. I guess.
I would think.
Or maybe Virginie, I don't know.
They're not going to tell us.
Yeah, they're not going to say. It is what it is.
I've tried to find out. Nobody is talking. Yeah, but it's definitely in that in-between phase, because once he comes on board, he will definitely have a vision. I mean, when he came on board for Bottega, he very clearly had an idea in mind of what he wanted to do to go forward. The question is, because this is Chanel, how much how much leeway does he have? How much freedom does he have?
Yeah,
So it's possible that there is a direction, if you will, and maybe this is showing some of that, which is the interesting, I think, part of the interesting part here, because this may indicate like where the mind of Chanel is, or
right.
he'll come on board in October, November, and we'll see something completely different. It's just
Yeah,
too
we
early
have
to
no idea.
know. No.
It started off with these kinds of like gauzy
Yep.
overlay, like a tweed dress with a gauzy overlay, no bags. One thing I want to point out, let me go to this look right here, this pink one. This is pulling upon a couple of trends, not only the color, this is going to be a very popular color for this year, but I just want to point out the bag because this is the first bag, if I'm not mistaken, that went down the runway.
Yep.
Take a look at this. Like Chanel is kind of leaning into the trends a little bit here, once again, not only with the color, but also we finally are seeing these like east west designs. And then we've got a little charm as well.
Charms are big, people.
Charms are big and they're expensive. Like this is
So
probably
expensive.
that charm's probably like $2,000, right?
Probably. Wouldn't shock me.
It's
Not at
got
all. Yeah.
wait till I tell you how much the new Fendi ones are because I know how much they're going to be.
Did you see the Prada one that I posted today, the little bear?
Oh, I
Do you,
didn't.
do you know how much this little bear? It's a little Prada, so it's a bear. It's a
Yeah.
little teddy bear, right? It's like this big. And it's in different Prada outfits, like actual Prada outfits.
Oh, yeah.
Each one is like $800.
Yeah. It's basically like a little it's like an adult doll, you know?
Yeah.
It's like, we used to buy dolls. It's like, oh, get a little outfit for Barbie. This is like the adult woman version.
Yep. But it's basically like the price of a bag that like what a bag used to be. And you're just like, wait a minute. What am I doing? And I know because I was like, I want to get it. And then I was like, what am I doing? Like,
Yeah,
why?
exactly. We did see from a lot of other brands these like sheer looks.
Yeah.
Kia was saying the see-through looks are starting to look old to me. Glad I'm seeing new bags though. Yes, so many see-through looks and a lot of them like there's nothing under them. You know
No.
what I mean? In a lot
Yep.
of these shows.
Lots of see through.
Yeah, exactly. Little Sin said the Chanel show is screaming rich girl goth to me. Some of you
That's
guys
good.
like the bag, some of you guys don't. Hold on, let me bop over to some of the other looks. It's like more of the same, more of the same.
Lots of black.
A lot. We're seeing a lot of like, what
Yeah.
would you call this? Like Elizabethan collars, like high neck collars, lots of frills, lots of I guess we'll see as we go along, like piratey shirts.
Ruffles, fluff. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm really not sure where that one comes from, to be honest with you. Like I have seen it, and I've seen a lot of the designers doing it, whether it's the flouncy like blouses with the wrists, like the stuff on the wrists, or
Mhm.
around the neck. But
Right.
yeah, very Shakespeare, very Henry VIII.
Just
I don't quite get it, but
I guess
okay.
it's just a trend. Yeah, I guess
Yeah.
they're just like they decided like this one as well.
You also have a necklace that's gonna, if you're my height, hit you in the knee. So that's good. I mean, you you could jump rope with it. You never know when you might need to work out in the middle of the day. And
Yeah. You've got
yeah.
like a sequin beaded bag. I mean, pretty, like nothing special, nothing we haven't seen before.
Yeah. Yeah.
Some more like we got camellia detail here.
I like the necklace.
Yeah, the
The
necklace
necklace.
is pretty.
Yeah, it's different.
If they show it here. Right there. It's kind of like a
Yeah.
bow.
I mean, at least it's like, I don't know. It's unique. It's a little bit different. I mean, it's probably $4,000, but
Right.
it's okay.
Then we see this is the hot new bag from Chanel.
Yep.
What do you think of this bag?
I hate it. Okay, but let me explain. Let me explain. So here's the thing, right? Okay, I think we talked about this when we were talking about bags. Michelle Wong and I.
Mhm.
I hate. I don't hate it in concept. I hate it in actual reality. I hate a
Okay.
hobo bag. The idea of a hobo bag and the idea of like a cinch bag or a hobo bag, I love the idea of it. I have always wanted to be like a Chloe kind of girl, you know? You got the
Yeah,
hobo
boho.
bag or whatever, and you just throw stuff in. I cannot handle it though in a real life situation. I cannot fathom how you put your hand and you have to like try to find, and then you have to open it up. I literally cannot do it. And I don't know if it's like some sort of issue with my brain and the way it works. But if it's not structured and I can't find things, I just cannot deal. So that
That makes
bag is like the worst thing in like in creation to me because it also folds open kind of like a origami piece, and I'm just like,
yes.
yeah, no, absolutely not.
A
No,
lot of a lot of our viewers right now said they are saying they do not like it. They
good.
don't.
I feel better now. It's not
I
just
I don't hate it, but like I'm not lusting over this. Like it's just not I do have some like hobo style bags, not many. Like I like my Bottega hobo bag. I like that and it's very like understated.
okay.
Um but I don't know. There's just something about this. I guess because it's kind of like it's more of like a crossbody, no? And I just wouldn't want to wear that crossbody. It's so big.
I don't know what it is. I agree with who just someone just had a comment. I just saw it about an upside down Canadian flap hat, you know, with the flaps.
Oh,
Ear
yeah.
flaps. Somebody just said it. I don't know who it was. But yes, that's what it looks like. It
It
looks
was
like
Ami. Ami says it looks like an upside down winter hat with earmuffs.
that's what it looks like. You could turn that over, put it down, flap the thing on your ears, and you'd have a pretty close. Yeah. It's and again, I understand why it's popular. I really do. Like I get it. It's a little bit
Yeah.
different. It's got the pockets on the outside, you know, all the like, but it's like my worst. Fargo fashion. Yes, Fargo fashion. It is like my worst nightmare. No.
I think it's kind of cute, but it's like, I don't know. Yeah, like I'm not like losing my mind over it. Sarah says she likes it. Thank you, Sarah. We need some people to disagree.
Hey,
Mary,
I mean that's what fashion's about, right? We all get on here and be like, I hate that. I love that.
Marie says Mary Poppins would not wear this bag. It's way too hobo for Mary Poppins, that's
It
for
is.
sure.
It is.
Yeah. But yeah, I see why it's popular. And
Is it a mixed metal? Can you tell? Because it looks to me like the shoulder strap is silver.
it
And
does. It
okay,
does look like that, doesn't it?
to me,
Yeah, see how this is like a yellow gold and then
yeah.
this is like a silver? I don't like that.
No, I don't like that. That'd bug me.
Take a look at these shoes, guys. Look at the little like frills and
See,
then
that's a frill thing. I don't. Okay.
all right, let's get to some of the ones I like. Hold on.
The
This
jump rope,
outfit,
jump rope necklace again. But yes, yes,
I love this outfit. I
yeah.
was like, I don't know, is this kind of like 80s? Like,
But see, this would look fabulous on you. I can so see this on you.
I
If
even like
I
the
put this
bag.
on, I'd look like a circus tent. It would be so ugly on me.
I like how they sit. I don't know if this cinches in at the waist, but they use the pearls to do that. I thought it looked really like
I think it
whimsical.
does. Yeah.
Would I do that? I'm not sure, but I love the color of this tweed. If they did a bag in this tweed, I mean, I'm not really buying Chanel bags right now, but I'd be
You
tempted.
know,
I'd be tempted. And this is the bag that they did with this. They went like a little bit more simple.
I love this bag.
Yeah,
I
I think this is cute.
love this bag. And this is a Jackson Pollock painting. That's what this is. This is
Yes.
a Jackson Pollock painting on a human being with
Yes.
some chrome. What's the one with the Jeffrey, with the balloon dogs? That's the Jeffrey. I can't remember the designer who does like the balloon dog statues. That's
Oh.
that's what that bag looks like with a Pollock painting. I
Oh,
love it. I
I
think
like
it's
the
great.
whole look.
I think
This
it's
whole
great.
look, I was like, oh my gosh, I wish I was like rich and could buy this.
Yeah, me
So
too.
cute.
Me too.
And
If I become very, very wealthy, I'll buy one for you, Sophia, because that
oh, okay.
would not look good on me.
Okay. Well, I have that now recorded just in case.
Jeff Koons. Yes, you do. Jeff Koons. That's who I was talking about, Ashley.
Oh,
Yes,
Jeff
Jeff
Koons.
Koons.
Okay, okay. So I like this one as well. Is this a dress? I thought it was a jumpsuit, but it might be a dress. And there's this little mini bag here as well that can hold, you know,
I
two
think
lip.
that is a jump. Well, I can't. Yeah, I don't know. It's cute.
Yeah, it's cute. Might be a dress, but I
Yeah,
like the colors.
yeah,
I like the whimsy.
yeah. I
I
agree.
don't know. I don't know if this fits in with the rest of the collection, but like these
No,
this is my favorite part. This is my
it
favorite part.
doesn't. There was actually a jacket, a bomber jacket that believe this is going to sound like a weird segue, but Cassie Thorpe has it, and the only reason I've seen her wear it, that actually has a very similar vibe to this design and this fabric
Yeah.
pattern. And it says Chanel on it. It's like a tweed jacket, but it's a bomber jacket, and it says Chanel on it. And it's very much a graffiti kind of Chanel on the written
Yeah.
on the jacket. It's very much like this. So they might have pulled something a little bit from the archives when they did this one, because
Yeah.
it was vaguely familiar to me. But yeah, I really like that. I think it's unique. I think it's a splatter pattern, pollock kind of thing, and I like it. I think it's really cool. I mean, again, you need the right person to pull it off, but at least it's
Yeah,
different.
totally. I wanted to show, maybe it was here, the makeup. Do you guys see that?
Yep.
See how they kind of like feathered out this smoky eye? But once again, just like in the Miu Miu show, the rest of the face is pretty bare.
Oh
And
yeah,
instead of doing an actual lash, it looks like they painted this on.
they do. Yeah, interesting.
Interesting.
And again, matte. Like it's not. I mean, like the Pat McGrath glassy face is not in any of
Yeah,
these.
exactly.
Interesting.
There was this one corduroy one that I thought was cute, but that was like all they did.
I loved that one. I was like, blue corduroy.
Yes,
Yeah,
I like that one too.
like let's do more of that. But yeah,
Yeah, we got like pink and red, which I
yeah,
love pink and red, so I kind of like these. But again, like nothing
very
particular.
Chanel.
Yeah, very Chanel. You've got these kinds of like boxy tweeds.
Yep.
I'm trying to find I liked this little capelet look.
Yeah, yeah.
So
Very
that
cute.
was cute. Um
Yeah,
trying
like
to
that is
find
like a quintessential Chanel look. All of those.
exactly. So
Yep.
like some of these things there's not really much of like a vision, although
No.
they're very commercial.
Yep.
You know, people will come in and they'll buy these little sets and
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm looking for a particular bag.
I wonder which one because there's a few on my mind.
Yeah, there's a few. Oh, this is it. The bow bag.
Yes.
I'm curious what all of you think of this because they do this with a couple of different fabrics in this show. And I thought it was gross.
Tell us how you really feel.
I hate it. I'm like, what is this?
Okay, so there's a bow. Now, I don't own it, but there's a bow, a hair bow, that looks exactly like this from like 1994. I swear to God. 1994, 1995. It is literally the exact same design. I'm not joking. Like
Oh, really?
it's exactly that. But it's a hair bow. Like it's a clip. And I remember it because I was graduating from college and I really wanted it. And it was like some ridiculous amount of money at the time because I was like, yeah, no, this is not happening. But it looks
Right.
exactly like that. So I'm like, what did they do? Just take a design that they had for like a hair clip and make it a bag? Like, it's weird.
There are several of these in this show, guys.
I
Like,
know. What I want to know is, does the bag, okay, so that
how
strap
does
in
it
front,
open?
yes, how does it open? Like, does that pull down and the bag becomes a rectangle? And so you pull it up and it cinches in the middle? Or is
That
it
must-
cinched in
yes,
the
that
middle
must
all the
be-
time?
I don't know. Sea Salt Wave says, meh, it's cutesy, but IDK if I would not trust that material. Again, very 80s prom to me.
I agree. It
Tiffany
is.
loves it. Tiffany loves it though.
Tiffany, when you buy it, you have to show us how it looks on you. Because maybe
please,
on you it probably looks fabulous, but to us we're just like,
please do not be afraid, guys. If everyone else doesn't like it and you like it, please don't be afraid to say that you like it, or
no.
you don't need to change your mind. You can stick to what you like.
Yeah.
Angela says, I love bows.
There you go.
There you go.
I have a feeling there's going to be a bag that's going to come up that Sophia and I are going to disagree on. We're going to see how this one goes. So trust me, guys, there's going to be a lot of stuff where we're like, no, that's the best thing ever.
Yeah, exactly.
You're going to be like, what is wrong with you? What happened to you?
This, they just stuck a little bow on and they were like, yeah, that's it.
No, that's not okay.
Oh, so, okay, let's discuss these. Oh, okay. Here's another view. What do we think of the leather one? That one's a little bit cuter.
Yeah, I like the leather better.
Yeah.
But I'm
still
confused
not sure how it opens.
Yeah. I don't know. I think it would bug me.
Same. I'm trying to find a close-up of the boots.
Yes, the cowboy boots, but not cowboy boots. Yeah. Okay.
Hold on, I wrote it down. Oh, look 39, I wrote down.
Okay.
This girl is strutting. These like
those
pirate boots.
Do you want my thoughts?
Yeah. What do you think of these?
Okay, so here's the thing. Here's my problem with these boots. There's too much that they've tried to shove into this style. They have the cap toe, they have the thick chunky heel with the CCs on the back. Then they have the flowy, top cape, whatever the heck that thing is on the top of the calf there. And then they have a bow on the front of it. Like, you need to pick one of those things.
Yeah, like you have the Chanel cap toe,
yes.
You have this seam, you've got this and the bow.
Yeah, it's too much. It's way, see that
the bow better here.
No.
I hate these. I think they're so awful.
There's too much going on. And here's the thing that I've always said. If the style looks, in my opinion, bad on the very unique,
young, very thin model,
is not going to look good on you, Jennifer. Like, I will say that to myself. I'll be like, if she looks bad in it, I am not going to be able to pull it off. Now, again, if you love it and you think you pull it off, then hey, you do it like 100%. But for me, I would not feel confident in it. I would not be like, wow, I'm rocking this. I would be like, this looks like I'm Pirates of the Caribbean, and I put a bow on the front, and it just makes my calf look wider. I'm be like, no. Yeah. So yeah, I hated these.
I don't mind, like, if they just did like some form of boot and they wanted to have a bow and like that was the motif, like that would be fine. Denise says, if Puss in Boots wore Chanel.
Yes. It's just there's just too much going on. And most people do not want, again, this is very much like, if you love it, fantastic. But not that many people want to draw that much attention to the top of their calf, right below their knee.
Right.
Like, they're like, hey, look, we got a skirt on it with a bow. No. No, nobody wants that. Nobody wants that.
Janet says, there was a show in the past 5 to 6 years that Chanel pushed a pirate look with the boots and big blousy white pirate blouses. Gigi Hadid was one of the models who wore the look at this Chanel fashion show.
Yep. I remember that.
Was there another look? Hold on, we got to get to the other bags. Hold on.
We got, the bag that
look.
Okay.
Frills to the max. Love the hat.
The hat's interesting. I actually like the hat because at least it's different. What does she have on her neck?
Oh yeah, let's see if we can pull that up in the details. Hold on. Here we go.
Okay. So now I don't know how many of you will remember these, but do you see, first of all, she's got this huge bow on the front of her, like, and there's a name for this type of bow, but I'm not going to say what it is. There's a name for this type of bow. Anyway, but the necklace, okay? The necklace, see how it's twisted?
Yeah.
There was a time that was extremely popular. Some of you guys will remember this, where you would take long sautoir necklaces, which basically mean they don't have a clasp, and you would twist them, and then you'd put a like a clasp on the back of them, and you'd wear them like this. This was a very big style, and they were these twisted bead necklaces that were like huge. And it looks like they're bringing it back with this design.
I like
And
this.
it was incredibly popular. Yeah. And I had a lot of them and I really loved them. And this one I think is done very, very well. It incorporates the Chanel with the pearls, but it's different.
Yes. And also the purse straps.
Yes. Yep. I really like it. I really like it.
The pants are interesting. I don't know. I don't hate the pants. I don't know if I could pull that off.
You could.
Like, I don't hate this look, but it is a lot.
You could definitely pull that off. It's just look, again, you can pull off any guys out there, this is for fun, this is for critique, this is for entertainment. You can pull off anything you feel comfortable in.
Right.
However, I do know as a woman, there are not too many of my friends who are like, you know what I'd love to do? I would love to add inches to my hips. I would love to make them look wider. And that is what those pants are going to do to most people. So just saying.
Okay, so here's the most interesting bag of the show.
There we go.
They did a string of pearls. And I didn't know this, but this is a bag. Do you see how it has this little hinge here? The large pearl opens up and there is a little Chanel logo here.
Yep.
So it does open up. And I was saying to Jennifer earlier today, it is traditional in the Chanel shows to have a collectible miniodare. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that okay. And usually it will, whatever the theme of the show is, it will be something like that. It'll be a robot or a shipping container or I don't know. There were so many, like a milk carton or something like that. And wealthy people collect these things as art pieces. And so I'm like, is this what they're doing here? Like it's just a large pearl. So this is kind of the bag that I think a lot of people are talking about right now.
Oh yeah. Everyone is talking about this bag. I've seen it all over. Purse Bop, New York Times, like it's everywhere. And there's another version of this, which Sophia, I'm sure you saw. It's the one that goes on the wrist. It's a wristlet.
Oh.
You just have the handle and then the pearl, the very large pearl.
I'll have to find it.
It is unique. I absolutely give it that, right? Like I, again, talking about artistic tone, I love the fact that they did something different. Everyone's talking about it, which is the whole point. Everyone's like, oh my God, did you see the Chanel show? Did you see the purse with the, So yeah. But let's, I mean, come on. That thing is going to be like $20,000. There's going to be like 2 of them. And the minute it's going to crack, first of all, you see the top, see it has like a little, I think it's like a little pearl with like a little, so you can like press it open.
Yeah.
And it's going to be a very cool collectible for very wealthy people. And I think the wristlet will be the same thing. But I mean, like, it's fun because it plays on Chanel and the pearls and the long pearls and the whole thing. But I mean, nobody in a normal day is ever going to reach for something like that or would wear something like that. It's just not going to happen, like, ever. So all I can say is that pearls are going to be big. I got it.
Yeah.
like, wow, revolutionary pearls. Okay. And big pearls. But I think you're right. I think that's the quirky key piece, that and the
Yeah.
wrist one for the show.
I think it does look beautiful on the models. Like I love the way that it looks, and
Sure.
I do really like this tweed suit.
Yes.
Um, it look, some of the tweeds that they do are very like boxy and kind of matronly looking, but like
Yes.
this, I like the I mean, I know her belly's showing because she's very tall, but like on somebody else, their belly probably would not be showing.
No.
Um, so I'm not saying this because it's midriff bearing, but like I think that this is, it looks a little bit fresher, it looks a little bit more modern.
Oh,
I
I
like
agree.
the wide leg. And I think the purse looks really cute,
Yeah.
but it's something that like brings press to the show,
Exactly.
but it's not something that like anybody's going to be able to afford or
I
buy.
I would be fine if like the point of the show like took place in an oyster. Like, here's the thing
Mm,
that Lagerfeld used to do, right? He had the supermarket stuff, which was all kitschy, and of course nobody was going to wear it, and like it was just outlandish. But it took place they set up a supermarket, like that was the
yeah.
fashion show, right?
Or like a
My
data center.
Exactly, exactly. But this, I'm like, okay, this is incredibly cool, and everyone's talking about it, and I totally get it. But like how does that fit really with the rest of the show and the really cool blue corduroy? And so it's like, yeah, it's a cool thing, and I guess it's because all the models are wearing long pearls and stuff, but still, to me anyway, it's not cohesive enough and like theme filled enough to where I'm like, oh yeah, that totally makes sense.
Yeah.
That's all.
I think that Blasey is going to come in and completely change all this because none of this is really very creative at all.
Right.
It's all like an attempt to do something somewhat creative. And I'm just kind of like, okay, this is the best you've got, like a bow bag and this pearl. It's like,
Right.
oh, okay, like I get it. You're thinking about like all of the things Chanel is known for: tweed, pearls, girly French style. Like I get it,
Yeah.
then lots of the classic necklaces. It really does feel, I mean, there's a lot of wearable things in here. Like
Yeah.
it's a very commercial thing produced, I don't know, by the design team. We don't really know. I'm curious like what we're going to see the next couple seasons.
I agree. I agree. And a couple of comments, people are talking about like it should have been a little bit more ethereal, the model's coming out of a seashell, that type of thing. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I absolutely agree. Like, if you're gonna do it, if you're gonna have this pearl, like you're gonna be out
Right.
there, then be out there and like
Right.
do it. But throwing it in, and I totally get it. It makes sense. It's a good business decision. It drives a lot of traffic. People notice it. All the comms picked it up. All that good stuff. I'm not saying Chanel didn't do that. That's smart. It's a good business decision. And all the things are wearable and well tailored, of course, because it's Chanel. But it still kind of feels like, okay.
Yeah, yeah. Tiffany said, still knocking my bow bag.
Tiffany, we're just jealous that you can buy the bow bag. That's what it is.
Littleson loves the wide leg tweed trousers. Me too.
Agreed.
I like the look of those. Jessica says the trousers are fabulous.
They are. They are.
They are. And then they did some like random like green, but what are the boots here? Hold
With
on
a
one.
bow again. And see, like frilly stuff.
Yeah, it's very like royal court kind of
Yeah,
style, you know?
yeah, yeah.
Like a fancy little royal shoe. I don't know where the green things fit in. Like it's
I
like, oh, we'll do two green looks,
Right. One blue corduroy.
one
Okay.
blue corduroy.
Lots of
So
bows.
is
Yeah,
this
there's the handheld one.
okay?
There
Here
it
we
is.
go. Here it is.
Yeah.
Now I remember this.
See?
Yeah, I mean it's fine.
That'll probably be the one that you see more of people buying than the cross one. Like there's probably like 5 or something, whatever it is.
Yeah, there's
But
probably only a couple.
I mean, not something normal people are going to buy.
So this is another thing that I'm seeing across a lot of these
Yeah.
shows. Not only fur, but like piecey fur.
Yep.
Like, let's take the fur and have like chunks of it, or in this case, they're like little camellias.
Yep.
But yeah, like not instead of doing just regular fur coat, they're sort of trying to do like fur accents
Yeah.
almost.
Almost like applique in a way, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, interesting. Cut out or something, yeah.
Yeah. A lot of them are very cat toy-y.
Yeah. Yes, they are.
A lot of them. A lot of them. Oh, Minnie just showed up. She heard cat toy.
She's like, "Cat toy? Where is there a
Yeah,
cat
she
toy?"
just jumped up on my desk. But yeah, that was it. Was there anything I missed?
No, the only thing I would say is overall, I think there were 2 extremes when it came to bags. There
Yeah.
was, excluding the pearl, there was very, very tiny bags that I don't think you could actually put anything in. Maybe a lipstick if you're lucky.
Yeah.
And then there were incredibly large, oversized bags, like huge, huge,
Yeah.
huge, huge. Um, and again, I think that goes to like, okay, well, what are you trying? What is it that you're going for? Are you going for the tiny bag energy? Are you going for the very tiny bags, which is a thing? It's not my thing, but I get it. Or are you going for the very large, oversized, incredibly huge bag that, has had its moment as well?
Right.
And I'm not sure because it was just so mixed into all the different styles.
Right.
I don't know where
Yeah,
they
like
are at.
I don't know like what direction they're going in. Like at least with Miu Miu, I'm kind of like, okay, this is the bag. This is the one
Right.
they want us to pay attention to. Here
Exactly.
it's just kind of like a lot of novelty bags and then just like some classic flaps in like very classic colors.
Yep. Agreed. Yeah.
So overall, I didn't think it was a great show, but there were some looks that I liked.
Yes.
But I think this is definitely a transitional period. So hopefully for the better. So
I
uh,
liked your word wearable. I think they're very wearable. I
yeah,
just not like excited
yeah,
about it.
exactly.
So,
I just wanted to thank, I missed a super chat. Thank you, Christiane. She said, happy belated birthday, Sophia. Thank you so much. Minnie is sitting on the heart. Hold on, please move. She literally is like, oh, something on the desk. I will sit on that. Hold on, let me write
I
you.
love that about cats. They're always like, oh, okay, this is now mine. You're like, no, okay, never mind.
If I have like a shopping bag of any kind, like a paper foldable shopping
Oh, of
bag,
course.
put it on the floor brings her so much joy to
Yeah,
walk over
they're so happy
and
with
sit
that.
on top of it.
Dogs, it's more anything coming out of the dryer. Anything like any laundry that's come out of the dryer, the dog is immediate like, oh, and sits on it. You're like, I just washed that. Like I
Yeah.
just got off all your hair. Okay, fine. It's now yours again. It's great.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much, Christiane. You are right there on the heart. Thank you, guys. All right. Oh, Francine. Thank you, Francine. She said,
Francie's
thanks
like,
for
wait,
another.
don't get the hard way.
She said, thanks for another greatest live and happy birthday. Oh, thank you. I actually have my good marker today. Last time I was like,
I need good markers. I need to do that. I need to get some good markers.
thank you, Francine. Love you loads, guys. All right. Let's see. Thank you, Adriana. She said happy birthday. Okay. I had Comme des Garçons next. Should we do that?
Works for me. How do you guys feel?
Do you guys want to see something more like wacky? I've got Comme des Garçons and I also have Louis Vuitton. So maybe we should do a poll.
Yeah, let's do a poll.
Okay, let's do a poll. One sec.
And you have another super chat, just so you know.
I'll put up the poll and then I'll thank the super chatter in while you guys vote.
Me too. You can send me pens from the office. You go for it.
Comme des Garçons.
Oh, that seems popular. Like okay.
Okay, rock the vote, guys. Thank you so much, Shug, for the super chat. She says, here's another. Thank you. Let me get you here on this heart. Thank you, guys. And thank you to all of my members as well. Everybody who joined last week. We had a little after party. And I think next week when we do Pastor Gas, we'll probably do that again because I have some more stuff to show you guys. But thank you, Shug. Appreciate you. And thank you so much, Michelle, as well. She said, happy birthday again, Sophia. And thank you. Love your channel. Thank you, Michelle. Let me get you on here. Michelle, do you have a channel too? Lux Beauty Down Under? Post in the chat and let us know.
Yeah.
I'll write that on here. All right. Thank you, guys.
I love the heart idea. That's a really good idea. I like that.
Yeah. It's just fun.
It's great. It's a great idea.
We just try and bring some fun into the lives. Okay, let's see. Oh, okay. She said she just started out though. She has 17 followers. Guys, go check out her channel.
Yes.
Lux Beauty Down Under. Let me check on this poll. Oh, it's so close. It's Louis Vuitton is like just barely winning. We only have 45 votes, but there's over 100 people in this live. Also, did you guys thumb up the live? Don't forget.
Yes.
This is usually the time, like about an hour in, where YouTube will start recommending this live to people who are not subscribed to me or, you know, who don't automatically like log on when they get the notification. It'll be recommended in browse. So if you give it a thumbs up, it actually does. I've seen it happen when we have a lot of people giving thumbs up at once. We get people popping in like, hey, I opened YouTube and I just saw your live.
It's actually big. It does. It makes a huge difference. The thumbs up, and people always go, well, what difference does it really make? I'm like, no, it actually makes a huge difference to how YouTube like works in the algorithm to show it to other people.
Yeah, it's actually almost like a soft subscribe. Like you tell YouTube, I enjoy this type of content.
Exactly.
Even if you don't subscribe, and like YouTube will recommend more of that to you. Yes, Holly is going to be starting her channel soon too. She's doing Prada mascara wear test today.
Holly.
Oh, are you doing yours?
Holly. I don't have the video. I usually test for like mascaras and stuff. I test for like a week.
Yeah.
But I will say about the Prada, it is a very unique product. Whether you like it or not will depend on how you feel. Like it's a very distinct type of mascara, but yeah, it is really different than anything I've ever seen.
Yeah, I'm tempted to try it. I like passed on it initially, but I don't know. I might maybe in the Sephora sale. We'll see.
I was gonna say it. You have really long lashes too, so you know. Do you like a more like everyday mascara, or do you like I want to look like I have falsies on?
I like lengthening. I like lengthening and separation.
You should try the Prada.
Okay.
Put it in your cart for the Sephora sale.
No. Okay, I will. And the packaging looks really nice.
It's very cool. The wand, not the wand, my perimenopause is taking my brain. The thing that the wand goes in, the tube. Thank you. It's like the Saffiano leather.
Yes, exactly. I'm like, ooh.
Yeah. It's like the problem is though, if you have any kind of like thing where you like a fabric to like rub back and forth with your hands, you'll start just doing it. Cause like I'm holding it the other day and I'm like, oh, okay. And I realized after like 10 minutes that I've just been going up and down with them. I'm like, okay, I need to put that away. It's like a fidget spinner. Like that's what it is. And it's very unique. I've never seen a mascara tube look like that. And I've never seen a wand that looks like this.
Okay. The
So
wand did look very unique.
it's very different, but you think it's going to go on a certain way. It does not go on like that at all.
Oh, okay.
So yes, I will have a review once I've used it for a while, but I do like more volumizing mascaras. Yes, Jessica, you are correct. But I also recognize that not everyone likes what I like. There are people who like a lot of different things than what I like. But here's the thing. It's probably one of the few mascaras that I'm going to argue. And again, I don't have a review up yet, so I don't want to get ahead of myself, but I can't see anybody who would dislike it.
Ooh.
Put it that way.
All right. I'm gonna have to get that in the Sephora sale.
It's Prada. I have to say, for Prada, they've done a good job with practically everything they've introduced.
Yeah, they really have. I love their stuff.
Yeah.
Everyone's like, ooh, good to know. Good to know.
Well, I don't want to, I'm very like, I'm one of those people, like, I will not say I love something or I hate something unless I've really tried it out. Cause I really do try to be careful about like, cause there have been times where I'm like, I absolutely love this thing. And then everyone goes and buys it. And then I feel bad cause I didn't have time early on. I didn't have time to test things out. So with like a mascara, I really do spend, and I know Sophia, you do the same. I spend a long time, like, to try to see if it like, does it flake? How long does it last? Do I smudge it off? Like, does it irritate my eye?
You have to wear it a bunch, in different situations to like figure out if you like it.
Yeah.
An eyeshadow, you can kind of tell pretty quickly. Right. But if it's like a foundation, a concealer, a mascara, something like that, I feel like I need to test it a little bit more.
Me too.
Yeah. Okay, so Louis Vuitton narrowly won. So maybe we'll do that one next. I have this. Oh, wait. Refresh.
I'm going to disappear for just a second, but I'm still here. I'm just getting lip balm.
Oh, okay.
Like, sounds good. My lips are like dry.
I just reapplied this YSL lip vinyl. So, okay. So I was reading the report of this show. I'll give you guys like a little bit of a background. The setting of this show took place at the headquarters of an old train company.
Oh.
And so they were talking about how Nicola, the creative director, asked his design team, like, what are some of your favorite movies that involve trains and that kind of stuff? And so the show was supposed to kind of, well, I guess just taking a step back, like we kind of know Louis Vuitton for travel, like they're known for their trunks and carry-alls, and that's really like luggage and travel is really what is at the core and foundation of the brand. So it makes sense that they would kind of take that kind of spin on it. And the review was sort of saying like, oh, like he's created these different almost like characters. Like when you look at the models and the way that they're dressed, like, here's a person that's getting on the train for this reason. Here's this persona. Here's this character. Like when you see people waiting for a train, you see all different types of people coming and going to different places. I thought that was interesting. And you guys will have to let me know after you see these photos. I don't know if that necessarily translates at all into any of these outfits. Some of them, yes, but a lot of them, no. And I also want to spend some time looking at the bags here because like it's a lot of the Louis Vuitton women's collections. I feel like he's always doing like this pant right here. He loves that sort of like tapered pant, lots of volume at the top type of a look. But with Louis Vuitton, I feel like the bags are kind of mostly what I look at, but we can kind of go through. Let me get my notes here. I said in my notes here, I have this look and I say gross long shorts with pockets.
Tell me how you really feel about the
I'm
gross
just like,
long.
I'm just like, what? Who looks good in these? Like, who's wearing these?
I'm trying to think of someone. I'm like, okay, somebody has to look good in this.
Some of his designs, I'm just like, it. Like, does he know what looks flattering on a woman?
No.
I think you have to be this model to look good in those shorts.
I don't I don't know if she looks good in those shorts. I mean, okay, she looks as good as you're gonna look in those shorts. Yes.
Adriana says that they look like trash bags. Kind of does look like trash
It
bags.
does look like trash bags. You know, it reminds me of something, but I can't put my finger on what it is. I feel like I've seen something like this. I mean, I guess we've all seen things like this before, but I feel like I've seen something like this before by a designer in the past. And I get the idea of having like a leather that's like soft and supple that has like movement to it, so it's not like a
Yeah.
stiff leather, but I don't think it works in that design, like in that cut. Like I don't think that's going to be flattering on anyone.
Yeah. With like these big old pockets here on the thighs.
Yeah.
I don't, yeah.
No,
I'm not.
that's not gonna look good on anyone I know ever. so, so
Wait, let's look at the shoes. Let's look at the shoes.
I have
I
I have
don't even know
several
what to
thoughts.
say. And
Are
I
those
like Louis Vuitton. Like Louis Vuitton is a brand I like, but I tend to like the bags and like the
I love
men's
the
wear is
men's.
cooler. The women's wear, I'm like, what is this?
Are those are crystals?
Yes, yeah, so like right here, these are crystals.
Huh. Okay. Well, first of all, that does not like so first of all, the necklace, which is basically what that is, straps going over the foot, that is very cool. But
Yeah.
to put that with the what are those? Those are thick.
Oh my gosh, there's a little peep toe here.
Okay, no. See,
Oh
again,
my
here's
gosh.
here's the too much going on, right? You've got the crystal baguettes, which I think are very, very cool. You've got these
Yeah.
oversized strap things, which again don't go with that. You've got a tiny, tiny peep toe, and then if you notice, there's a buckle on the back of the shoe. There's a buckle there. See, no, no, no. You this that's it's just overwhelming, and it just looks like it's not cohesive.
Like, will these even be in the boutique? You know what I
No,
mean? Like,
no.
I feel like people are buying a lot of the basic stuff most of the time. I'm just like, I don't,
Nobody's gonna wear those.
no one's going to wear these.
No. Where would you wear those?
There are
I mean,
parts of it that I like, but altogether, it's a no.
it's too much. No.
They focus a lot more on like the larger bags,
Yeah.
larger slouch here. We have a carry-all here. I'm not sure what size. They're slapping a lot of luggage tags on
The
everything.
tags have become big because you can put your initials and names on them. That's what I heard.
True. Yeah, true. And then I want to show you guys the bag that they're really focusing on the most for this show, at least. I have it as look number 6. This bag. Would love to know
Oh.
what you guys think of this. So it's kind of like, I don't know if this is the Speedy Soft, but it just looks a little bit different because it's very, very smooshy. The soft Speedies, they don't have crossbody straps. They have the shoulder strap. And then this one right here, they've added some extra straps. I'm not really sure how this is designed to be worn or if you have maybe like the option of different straps. I don't know, but I kind of like the look of it.
I'm just trying to. Okay. So okay, so the top strap that he's holding on to is the shoulder strap.
Yeah.
And then maybe the ones coming down could be a crossbody?
Yeah, maybe that's a crossbody. Let me show you another color.
I mean, that's kind of interesting. Like,
Here's another colorway.
okay. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, okay.
just solid bag.
Yeah. It's like kind of like the soft um trunk thing a little bit.
Yeah. I don't know if this is supposed to be a speedy. To me, it looked a little bit different.
It looks different to me because I will say though that the top handle thing is similar to the speedy top handle thing, but it looks
Yeah.
longer. It looks longer to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't and the zipper's different too.
Yeah. There's
Huh.
also this color.
Oh, that's a very pretty pastel look. Like, I mean, it's not
Yeah.
my color story, but I get how someone would really like that though.
Yeah, yeah.
Huh.
Looks like a grained leather. Look at these shoes, guys. The shoes are so bad. Hold on.
Yeah, I don't
I gotta I gotta hide this part. What is this? I'm sorry. What is that? He always wants to do these like futuristic looking things.
This is like the Minnie Mouse shoes from Loewe, but those were at least unique at the time. Yeah, I don't know what that is, but I'll tell you right now, it's ugly. That that
Hey Caleb, he said I'm kind of liking a lot of the new bags from LV right now. Yeah, in
yeah.
Caleb's live this week, we did like a this or that for the new Louis Vuitton bags. I actually like the bags in this show. I don't like the clothes, but I like the and actually one of the ones that we voted on in his live is in here. Hold on, I just gotta look at my notes. Look 40. You guys can tell me if you like this new bag. They have this bag out now. It's called the biker bag.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
This is like a tweed one, okay? But like they have it in leather. And this one they put like a big old key.
Okay, I don't really get the key, but at least it's quirky. I got that. But I actually like this bag. I
Yeah,
mean,
I think it's cute.
yeah, it's kind of like a speedy, but longer, thinner, a little bit like almost like a bowling bag, a little bit. I don't know. I like it. I think it's cute. I think that's a cute bag.
Yeah. Yeah, I was saying it kind of looks well, it's called the biker bag, which makes me think like, okay, maybe they're trying to compete with the we've seen like the Balenciaga City bag come
Yep.
back in style. That's been a popular one on the pre-love market. They came out with like I don't know, like those types of bags are in. I also think this looks a lot like the Givenchy. I think it's called the Nightingale bag. Do you remember that one?
Yes.
Let me see if I can pop up a photo of it.
I do know what you're talking about. Yeah, 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 yeah. Well, that was a while ago. Yeah.
This.
Yep, yep.
It used to I
You
don't
know,
think they make this anymore, but it was like they had the Antigona and then they had this one with the little droopy sides.
yeah, it's a similar kind of design.
Yeah, but I think it's cute. It's a cute little
Yeah,
bag.
I like it. I do. I like it. I think it looks cute.
Yeah. So like those are the two that have stood out to me. Um what else do I have here? Oh, there were some more like vintage looking hats in this collection. Oh no, sorry. I backed out of it.
I like
There's
the
a lot of
sweater. Some of the knits. I think some of the knits are kind of nice. I mean, they're not necessarily like what I would wear, but I think they're well done. They're nice knits.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? Let's look at the makeup here. The
Yep.
makeup was a little scary.
Yeah. That's a statement.
There's one show, this is the one show where I was like, okay, this is actually like a bold look.
That's I mean, that reminds me of oh my goodness, I can't think of the name of the film. The Harrison Ford Oh my goodness, my brain. They finally made a follow-up to it. I cannot think of it, but with the androids, it'll come to me later when I'm not alive anymore. But anyway, that's what it looks like. Yeah,
It's kind of cool, like, as like a runway
It's
look.
futuristic. Yeah, Blade Runner. That's it. Blade
Oh,
Runner.
Blade Runner. Okay.
Blade
Mary,
Runner. Yeah.
Mary said Rocky Horror.
That too, but yeah, Blade Runner, especially the black, like around the eyes and with the around the that's Blade Runner. Yeah, interesting. Okay,
Yeah.
I mean it's
Oh, and
creative.
Marie said Stranger Things makeup X color pop.
David Bowie. Yeah, I get that too. I mean,
Yeah.
it's futuristic. I get
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. Um, yeah, what was this look has kind of like a retro-y vibe. You got the futuristic looking shoes.
It's very weird shoes. What is that on her? I mean, I understand it's a hat, but then
It's like a scarf and then they put a hat on top.
with a belt across the front of the. Okay,
It's just a lot.
yeah, no. It's like a sweatsuit too. It's like a sweatshirt material. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. Um,
Uh, yeah.
but we're see again these like little hats similar to Miu Miu.
Yep. And the scrunching with the, at the neck.
Exactly. A lot
Yeah.
of frills.
Pieces of fur. Yeah. Yeah. She's carrying her sleeping bag with her in case, she needs to lie down somewhere. She's tired.
Her Louis Vuitton sleeping bag.
That's right. Interesting. Okay. Okay.
This is that bag again, but like a bigger size.
I like it in the smaller size. The bigger size, I mean, I
Maybe
get it. It's to look like an overnight bag. I understand, but I feel like I don't think it works as much in that size.
I don't know who's wearing this to the train station.
No one. Nobody. Nope. Oh,
And
that's okay.
little trunk clutch. I don't think anything fits in there other than some like, love letters that you're sending off.
Nothing fits in there, but
So
okay.
it's like a petite Mao, but like flatter.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's definitely the trunk. I like the homage to the origination of the brand, but let's be realistic. Nobody's going to put anything there. Oh, no, can we now? Those are Puss in Boots. Those
Yeah,
are Puss in Boots
I
boots.
can.
Yep.
They're
Okay,
knitted.
then.
Oh, they're gonna get dirty so quickly.
Yeah. Okay. Interesting.
What do you? I can't see when I'm going through the photos. I can't see what you all are saying. I'm like,
So we've got we got a lot of comments here.
B2 says, "Wow, leg warmer boots." Little
Yeah.
Sin says, "80s synth, Rocky Horror, Coven Core. There's a lot going on. I'm a spooky girl, so I'm kind of into it." Lol. Jessica says, "Those boots are flash dance."
Yep. Yep. Look, guys, I lived through the leg warmer phase. I had leg warmers, and there's something about this look that I actually like. Like, I'm actually like, oh, I like that because again, I wore stuff like this. But there's something about the fact that you have that look, and then you have that like tweed kind of fabric, and
Right.
you have you have a high heel. So again, it's just like they threw a whole bunch of stuff together and just was like, oh, let's just do this. And I'm like, what? But why? Did anyone ask for that? Because I don't think they
Yeah.
did.
Janet says, "Fascinator hats are coming back." Jessica says, "She's going to a sleepover." The
She
sleeping
is.
bag one. Could you imagine showing up like I'm imagining this scene of like the rich kids in the neighborhood, like Gossip Girl-esque, and
Yep.
like She's showing up to the sleepover with her Louis Vuitton sleeping
I
bag.
could totally see it. I could totally see it.
Kia says, I think the men's collection was better.
It was. I like the men's collection. If I had the money to spend, there's some things I would definitely pick up in that collection.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, again, this is reminiscent, like, right, of like dancers with their, ballet flat, shoes, and then the
Yes.
leg warmers. And I love that look, and I think it's actually quite cute. And like,
Yeah.
but again, there's so much going on here with and with the leggings,
With the socks.
right, with the socks, and then the other. It's just I don't know what's happening. I don't, and a turtleneck, like, okay.
I don't know. I don't see like the cohesiveness here.
No.
I mean, I'm no expert. It's just like I looked at this show and I'm like, okay, I don't like any of the clothes, but I think some of the bags are cute.
I do like some of the bags. Is that
Oh,
a lantern?
yeah, they made a lantern bag. I don't think this is the lantern bag, but they made a lantern bag.
Okay.
I don't know where that is.
Okay. I mean, I guess for the old trains. Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, it's an eclectic mix of
It is.
to wear, that's for sure.
I would like to say, like, talking about like Louis Vuitton for a second and collections, the thing, again, there's some cute stuff. I'm not saying there's not some cute stuff. There's some stuff that I would like, but now we're looking at the men's, the cherry blossom stuff is launching on Friday, right? So in 2 days. And it's going to go live, it's going to pre-order 8 a.m. It is going to go up at 8 a.m. Eastern.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So I'm just dropping this knowledge now because I just found out. So it is going to go live 8 a.m. Eastern, 5 a.m. Pacific. The worldwide launch is March 21st. And it's really tiny. It's a small launch. I do have the lookbook. I do have the lookbook now. So there's not that many pieces in it.
Yeah, there's not much. I like that little beaded capucine that they have.
Yeah, the really ridiculously expensive one. That one. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like we've said it before, we pick out, like, everything that I pick out is the most expensive. I'm like, oh, that one thing. And it's like, oh, that's like that one, like, oh, the $30,000 one.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, I like that one. Oh, that's that. It's the going into the jewelry store and going, I like those, and they're like, oh yes, those are Georgian. They're $60,000. You're like, oh, okay, sure, I can pick that up. So yeah, it's gonna be a bit of a nightmare, guys. The good news is I have heard the cherry launch, which is drop 3.
Yeah.
Is going to be more
stuff.
Reasonable.
Oh,
accessible. Right? I'm looking for a good word.
Or like there's going to be more stock?
There's going to be more stock.
Oh, okay. Interesting. I didn't even try and get anything from the cherry blossoms. Like I got what I wanted. And I'm like, I'm happy. I don't need more things to collect.
I did the same. I did not order anything from the cherry blossoms, and I don't plan to. But I will say that I also found out that it is a supply chain production issue.
Yeah.
And there is not enough stock of the products for cherry blossom. And that for the Murakami collection, if you've already put in a pre-order and you have confirmation that you ordered, Louis Vuitton is dedicated to fulfilling it. But if you cancel it, they're not going to do anymore.
Right.
So it's been kind of a mess all around.
Yeah.
And that's what worries me for, like, not worries me, but kind of annoys me for the collection. I'm kind of like,
yeah, like, do I want to support you more if you like couldn't figure this out?
Yeah. Again, I get it. There's supply chain problems everywhere. So maybe I don't know, maybe it's not their fault, but I certainly don't think they handled it particularly well. And I don't think they're handling this entire cherry blossom thing particularly well. So I'm a little salty with the brand at the moment.
Zane says that you have more info than the members of the Lux community. I need your sources. Haha. Your
My
sources.
my sources on this one, I will say this, which is why I'm not I'm not putting it in writing, and I'll say it on live. One is because I'm getting a lot of it from. So when I used to be, so if I'm like trying to figure out my way to this. For those of you who don't know, I am an attorney by training. I will always be an attorney because I have my license, but I was a lobbyist up until 3 months ago. So I've been lobbying in DC for 30 years. And so one of the issues I worked on was supply chain. So I worked with all the supply chain and all the producers and suppliers, like globally. Believe it or not, there's not that much, and I worked in healthcare, but there's not that much difference between like healthcare and like bags. Like there's that, the production is like production of like pretty much everything. And so I got connected to a lot of people who were talking about the production side of things. And yeah, with all the stuff that's going on, tariffs, production, supply chain, that's where a lot of this comes from.
Got it. Yeah. Yeah, it's hard. It's hard to know. It's we don't know. Like people can kind of like come up with hypotheses, but like you don't know like how much of it is due to their lack of planning, how much of it is due to, well, they planned it, but then there were unforeseen circumstances, or how much did they want to create FOMO and like have everything sell out, and it's just like,
oh yeah, and
really
honestly, guys, there's new policies going into place right now for a lot of the products that we get in the United States, if you're in the United States, that are going to change in the next couple of months.
Yeah.
So if there's something you really want from like, well, first of all, if there's something you really want from Canada, get it now. But if there's something that you want from like Europe, that's changing too, especially the UK. So
yeah,
hang in there. More to come.
Exactly. But comment in the chat, guys. Like, are any of you interested in the cherry blossoms drop or the cherries drop? Were you turned off by everything that happened already with like the multicolor? Let us know. I was surprised how many of my subscribers were like really interested in getting some of the pieces from the multicolor, and they were unable to. So I was bummed about that.
I felt really bad. I really did, because I did talk about it. I know you did, Sophia.
Yeah.
And,
I just got lucky. I just got lucky because I started asking about it before the boutique even knew it was happening. And I think that's why, because I was like, hey, just so you know, like I heard a rumor about this.
Right.
If this is the case, like, please keep me in mind. Like, please let me know whenever you find out about this.
No, and I was really happy for you, because I know you wanted those two. And like, and mine was pure luck. I mean, it really was. I was on a wish list, but like, you know, one person, there was only 2 people that got it. And the person before me who got it was like, I don't want it.
Yeah.
Why? I don't know. And then I was able to get it. But like, yeah, it was total luck. It was total luck.
Yeah. Hey, brown girl Bella. Caleb says, I wish there was enough for everyone who wants one. It's a shame how these drops have gone down.
I know.
Yeah, like I guess I understand like certain things will be exclusive, but it just felt like there was like barely enough to go around. And then the fact that there was no packaging, it really made it seem like they didn't have it planned. Like at least have enough packaging for the things that you're selling. That's the stuff that just annoys me.
And they had 20 years. It's not like, I mean, like the first collection was huge. Everyone knew that. Everyone was waiting for this drop. It's not like Louis Vuitton was dropping a brand new type of product where you're like, oh, I don't know if people will want this.
Right, exactly.
So, I mean, that's just, again, this is my opinion, my critique of what happened, but I have been told that, let's just say for particular sellers overseas, they've been told that the only people that can even pre-order the Cherry Blossom collection are people that are spending more than $50,000 a year at Louis Vuitton.
Yeah, I did not get sent a lookbook or anything. Like I am being sent lookbooks for other collections they're launching right now, like women's wear, whatever.
Yeah,
Like I'm
yeah,
sent stuff for that.
yeah,
It's not like my store is not contacting me,
yep,
but I didn't get anything for this. Like didn't get asked about it, didn't say like, "Hey, are you interested?" or anything. So it's very clear to me that it's like only for a certain tier of customer, or maybe for people who are like really bugging about it or
yeah,
have a close relationship, are going to be able to get it. So I'm
yeah.
like, eh.
Caleb, yes, I think you're right. Like, he mentioned that there's a few folks that are making, they're making big purchases, and even they're not getting, lookbooks.
Yeah.
And I mean, I'm sorry, if you have that level of commitment to a brand and you're spending those kinds of dollars,
Yeah,
first,
exactly.
I'd be offended. If it was me, I would just be like, I'm one of your best customers. How do you not? I mean,
Yeah, like maybe ask a couple months in advance even, and then they can produce them for the people that really wanted them, who are VIPs or whatever. So, all right, what do we want to do next? Do you want to pick, Jennifer? Since I think I picked the first one and we let them vote.
I think we do the Comme de Garçon. I think that would be
Okay, so
fun.
we'll pop over to
Yeah.
there. Okay. We got some interesting designs here. Now, one thing I noticed about this show is that a lot of the looks in the beginning, they start off as more like traditionally masculine, like more suiting
Yep.
fabric. And then as it goes on, and there's not as many looks here. There's only 20. So I'll click through so you guys can see it. But as the show progresses, you see more and more kind of like traditionally feminine motifs like flowers and bows and frills and those types of things. And these are all things that we're seeing. Like we are seeing a lot of suiting, but as you've seen from the other shows we've talked about on this live, also a lot of like frills and bows and girly stuff.
So I have to say, look, I know, and I think the designers know as well, nobody's going to be wearing this particular,
Yeah.
okay, not nobody. Very few people are going to be wearing it like this. This
Yeah.
is not what you're going to see on the streets of Columbus, Ohio. You are not going to see this in LA. You're not going to see this in Boston. But
I mean, this would be warm.
yeah, it would definitely be warm. It would be unique. I can't see anybody else would have the same outfit. But there's something like Comme de Garçon is outlandish anyway. Like that's the point of the brand. The brand
Right.
is very avant-garde. They do a lot of like very unique designs. Their stitching is very unique. And I love the fact that they did this layered upon layer upon layer. I mean, it's a
Where is
joke.
the model?
Yeah, exactly. It's a joke about like what we were talking about before with like all the material, and it's supposed to be art. It's supposed to be this really outlandish art piece. And I personally loved it. I thought it was fun to watch and fun to see. And how these things actually get translated to a closet to somebody who is actually picking out a design is what's really interesting to me.
Mhm.
Because I have one piece, one CDG piece, one.
Oh.
Because they tend to be very expensive. And it's an older piece, and it's a like a trench coat that's belted in a soft rust colored corduroy. And it has like big shoulders and a nipped in waist, and it's just like the best. The layering and the way that it's cut is just beautiful, but it's very wearable. It's a very wearable piece, and looks very, like it's really well designed, but it doesn't look like what it probably looked like on the runway when it was created. So to me, what I get from this is a couple things. I get the idea of suits like suited tailoring types of designs. And then I get pattern. So like there's a lot of patterns in this, like the houndstooth or the stripes or the black and whites that are like bold geometric designs with the suiting. So or the pleats. I think that's kind of where this goes. But I also think, what I notice is like it's a very bold collection. There's not a lot of nothing's muted. Like there's black and white, there's red. So I think it was a very bold collection, and I actually really loved it. Like this design right here, I could see what they would do with this, something like this, is that would be the skirt, and then the top they would just make into like the simple bottoms, and then the skirt will be like that. And that's the kind of thing that CDG does. Like you'll see a skirt with all the bows all over it, but then the top piece of it will be very simplified.
Yeah, are these bows? That's what I thought of when I first looked at it, but when you zoom in, you're like, is it a bow?
It's really not. It's just scrunched material.
Yeah.
But I like it because I think it actually, if you look at it like from just the way that it drapes on her, again, she's a 6 foot tall model. It's actually a beautiful piece of art.
It is.
I mean, it's stunning.
What was the last piece? Oh yes, this one.
That's like personally, the first thing I thought of when I saw that was Cruella de Vil.
Yeah. I like this motif.
Yes. I like the pleating. I like it.
I like the pleating. It's just kind of like showing off the craftsmanship.
Yep.
It's not meant to be flattering.
No.
I like where is it? Well, there's that one as well. They've got this one where it's like, oh, this plaid, and then it's like, oh, JK, open it up, and it's flower.
And it's floral.
Completely different.
It's a tartan with a floral. I like it. I mean, again, it's supposed to be outlandish. It's supposed to be too much, but I like the fact that actually it is a contrast, and it is a bit of chaos when you look at it. But actually, the colors and the way it's designed are quite complementary.
Yeah, exactly.
And I don't know how it's done. I really don't, because I'm always like, that doesn't go. But then I see it walk down the runway, and I'm like, but for some reason I like it.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah.
Holly said, I like burrowing in blankets, so I think these look cozy in an odd sort of way. You're just swaddled in pleats and frills. Yeah.
You're like, I am buffeted against life. I like it.
Yeah. Denise says, very sculptural. Michelle says, it all flows beautifully. Look at us, guys. We're such critics.
We're very shishi.
We're so sophisticated.
We are. No, I really do love CDG lines, and I always look at the designs and think, I'm gonna be that person. That person in like New York City at like one very expensive restaurant eating like a leaf, on their plate, and looking very cool with their design. But it's not who I am. I'm not that bold in the way that I dress, but I do like it.
Right. Zane said, Droit from, I think this is Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, will wear some of these probably.
Probably. Yes. And look fabulous.
Kiki Blaze says, I love Japanese designers. It's not about looking pretty.
Right.
Yeah.
It isn't. It's true. Yes.
I have a couple of, I have some pieces that I bought in Japan, and I found a lot of their designs to be quite novel and also very detailed. Like they kind of thought of everything in the way you would wear it. And also a lot of the designs could be worn in many different ways. Or could be converted into a different kind of look. I love pieces that, like, it's a dress, but it could be unbuttoned and worn as a trench, or the sleeves come off, or like, if you take this off, you have a vest. Like, I like that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
where it suddenly becomes something that you didn't expect at all.
Yeah, I agree with you. And like that cape around the skirt, you could almost see like you could take that off and put that over your shoulders. I mean, I don't know if you can, but like that's the idea. Like it looks like it's more versatile than just
Hmm.
what it is. Yeah, I think it's really interesting. I think wearable art.
Yeah. I would love to show the Alaya show next,
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
because there's some outlandish things there, but then there's also a mixture of wearable things. And I would love to know from you guys, which of these do you think we would see in the store? Like how you think it would be translated, because it's almost like taking one's a few steps over towards wearable from this.
Yes.
So let me open that tab.
You do that. I'm going to move Harper for a second. Harper is being fussy again.
I can hear him being like, mm-mm.
Yeah, he's like, "Rrr, rrr."
Minnie has transitioned over to the fluffy rug. So
Harper's like, I want to see the Alaya. Where's the Alaya? Come here.
this first look, I was literally like, what is going on? Like, it's like she's emerging from the womb. That was my first thought. She also looks so unhappy. Like, oh, I got put in this look. Oh, Caleb says, you don't understand. This is an Alaya.
Oh my goodness. Okay. I have thoughts.
I can't even show half of the photos here.
I know.
Because it's like all nips.
I know. I know.
Everything is see-through.
I know.
But yeah, this is like quite the statement. They've definitely been going for more of like a sculptural type of look lately. Like very minimalist, artsy. Oh, here they got the walk.
It's different. I mean, does this remind you something like of something out of Dune though? Like,
yeah, something. Yeah.
yeah.
Amit said, oh, hold on, wait. Amit said, the woman in the first Alaya look is unhappy. This dress is hideous.
Just like, why? Come on.
But it's an Alaya.
Exactly.
Holly said, it looks like that ostrich pillow people take on airplanes. Oh, like the little round pillows.
It does. I was thinking of the blow up donut that you get for dogs when they've been fixed and you have to put it around their necks.
Oh,
just around her head.
Littleson said it looks like an AI fashion show.
Yeah.
But
I mean, okay.
it
was a lot of sheerness. I will say, yes. So we can't show that stuff, but
I mean, I don't like it's fine. Like it's fine. I just don't know if YouTube's gonna be like, you showed
they will.
this.
The next thing you know, your channel will be taken down, and yeah, it's not worth it.
You never know these days.
You don't. No, you don't.
So, again, a lot of leather here.
Puffy leather. Very puffy leather.
What is this? What is this made
That
of?
is a duct tube for your HVAC system. That's what that is. That's what that is.
It's a cool, once again, like cool effect. Doesn't look very practical. Like imagine like getting into a car and putting a seatbelt on.
How would you get in the car? You would.
I don't know. Also, like these little like snails around her.
No, just no.
Makeup she's getting makeup all over that right
now.
Yeah,
yeah. Again, we're dealing with the Dune. Like it's like a suit that sucks the water out, puts it back in, like so you can drink later. I mean, that's just no. It's a no. See, to me, this is the difference between CDG, where it's wearable art that's outlandish and like but it's still fun, and this which is just like no. Why?
These are like, we're seeing the bows again here.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, I don't know, like the show starts out with a lot of very like odd looks. And then we have this. I mean, I think this, like, I don't know. I think she looks good. I think she looks cute. I
Why is
feel,
she wearing a pom-pom on her foot?
yeah, the shoes are a choice. Let me zoom in there.
That you use to scrub your toilet. That's what that is.
It's
That's
like
what they do.
a sea urchin, a sea creature. But
I've
it's
never felt bad for a model before, but now I feel a little bad.
I really think that this kind of look is what we're probably going to see more of in the boutiques, because this is a
Yes.
little bit more similar to what they did in the last show.
Yes.
This kind of like draped cutout sort of thing. Like, okay, she's not wearing that like weird hood or whatever.
Yes.
Like these things, like, okay, you got like a little sexy cutout. Like it is very nicely kind of highlighting the curves of her body. It's actually creating more curves because she's
Agreed.
very thin model. This is a little revealing, but
But yeah, I can see that those designs. Yes. Yeah. I mean, again, it's for the runway, so I get it. But yeah, I definitely think we'll see these.
Yeah.
But these make more sense to me. I'm like, okay, for the person who's looking for that type of look, with a little bit of
Right.
cutout, a little bit of draping. Yeah.
Well, maybe, from the first look, they had that skirt.
Yes.
Yes. Maybe, maybe it will just be the skirt. Maybe it will be a little bit shorter or like less voluminous, but they can still use that technique.
Right.
And then these to me translate really well into, if somebody wants to buy like a beautiful black dress.
Right.
This is something that someone, if they have the money, like they have like $3,000 or however much it will cost, they could invest in something like that. I don't necessarily think it's super trendy. Like it's a bit Grecian in a way.
Yeah, and it's unique. And like you said, especially if you are somebody who does have more of a straighter figure and you want more curves, this would certainly create something like that for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I like the concept. For this particular design, it's the neckline that bothers me. But the draping of it as you go down, I actually think is quite nice.
Yeah. What do we think? What do we think of this skirt?
I'm not going to say what I think.
What do we think of this skirt, chat? Because this looked weird to me. I guess I'll just call it a noodle skirt. Francine says no.
I had thoughts when I first saw it because I was looking at a phone, and so I saw it, and my brain just cut out for a minute.
Caleb said Dead Sea Scrolls.
Yeah.
Oh.
It was not. Yeah.
Tiffany says it looks like paper scrolls. Okay. Paula said I can't say ...
Exactly, Paula. Exactly. So that's what I first thought. And then my second thought is, if you've ever made a croissant, if you've ever rolled up pastry dough.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I got.
Yeah, that's true. Jessica says, I think for once I'm in the minority here. Jessica, do you like it? Denise said Pillsbury Crescent roll skirt.
Yes. Yes, that's what I mean, my first thought was completely not safe for work because I couldn't see it on a phone, and I was like, wait a minute. And then I was like, oh no, it's a pastry roll.
Justine says it's giving spiral pasta. Oh my God. It might be cooler in motion. Oh, let's see.
That's true. Let's see how it moves. Do we have a video?
Yeah. It's moving. It's like cringe almost.
No. Oh, absolutely not then. No.
I don't think I like the way it jiggles. I don't like it. It's like, come on, look at it. It looks weird. It looks like it's alive.
You have to be very careful how you eat.
Hillary goes, nope. Tyga says it looks like a mop.
Yeah, no. Absolutely not. No.
Denise said the movement didn't make it better.
It made it so much worse.
Oh, Elizabeth said it looks like that cord dog at the Westminster Dog
Yes.
Show. Yeah, I don't
Yes.
know the name of that breed, but I know which one you're talking about.
I know which one you mean.
Yeah,
No,
Hillary says it reminds me of the one dog that has those tight dreads.
what is the name of that? I can't think of the name of that dog.
Oh, a pulley dog? Is that what it's called, Jessica? Let's look it up. Dog with dreadlocks.
And it's usually
Yes.
cream.
These
Yes.
people, they're cute, but like,
Yes. Pulley.
it totally does.
It does. Puli. Yep. Yep.
Okay, that's how you say it. Pulley.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. No, absolutely not. I agree with everyone who said it looked so much worse in motion. So much worse.
I lost my screen share, but
So much worse. That would scare me. If I saw that coming towards me, I'd be like, okay, like I'm scared now. I need to leave. That's not good.
totally.
Wow.
Okay, so let me tell you guys what other tabs I have open, and you guys can let me know which one you want to do next. So I've got Valentino, okay, like Alessandro Valentino.
Okay.
I have Hermes. I have Chloe, Dior, Prada, Fendi, and I mean, we won't get through all these, but like whatever you guys want. And I've got, you'll have to tell me if I'm pronouncing this right, Junya Watanabe.
I never pronounce things right, so you guys tell us.
Okay, people are saying Hermes or Fendi, Chloe, Hermes, Chloe. Please stop the GIF. I'm so sorry.
People are like, you gotta stop, Sophia. We can't take it.
Let's go to one of the cuter ones. We'll put it right here. Oh my God, you guys are hilarious.
I get it. I get how they feel.
A lot of people are asking for Hermes.
Okay.
Let's do a vote between Hermes and Chloe. Let's do a quick little poll. How about that?
We can do that.
I got to show you the Valentino cat dress though, guys.
Yeah, that was very you. I was like, oh my God.
As you vote, I will show you said dress.
Watanabe.
Okay.
If we're doing it right, let us know. Watanabe. Okay.
The Valentino show was set in a bathroom, and apparently there was like toilet flushing. It was
Yep.
Oh, hold on, let me see. I wrote it down what the look was. Look 22. Look 22. All right. Check this out, guys.
I think you should get it.
I would totally love to wear that.
I think you should get it. I think you should totally rock that. Be on the live and be like, here we go.
It's probably so expensive.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure it's like hand beaded and stuff. I mean, look at the beading.
Look at the eyes, hand beaded, the little nose. Yeah. It's so cute. This is.
I'm sure there's like a tremendous amount of work though, and like really, I mean, Valentino does have beautiful dresses.
It had no place in the show at all. He was just like, I want to make this dress.
He's like, I want a cat face. I mean, it probably took forever to make it.
She's literally like a cat lady.
She is. The draping is really nice, though.
It is very nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. This collection was kind of interesting.
I like Valentino. I've always liked Valentino, actually. Yeah. Like, not the purses and stuff, but like the gowns, the Valentino gowns, I've always thought they were beautiful.
Well, if you guys want to see Valentino after, let me know. That was a little teaser. I'm going to end the poll. We had Hermes win. Hermes, guys, is one of the more like wearable shows.
Very.
I don't want to say it's boring, but there's not a lot of color, but there is a lot of leather. And I really like this skirt.
I have to say, I thought it was a little boring, but boring like in the same way that a really good neutral palette is boring.
Yes, exactly. I didn't think well, I guess we'll get to the bags.
Yeah.
But this skirt was one of my favorite pieces because
Yeah.
it's like it's a leather mini skirt, but I just love all the little equestrian details on here.
Okay.
It kind of looks like a saddle, like it's got this little dip in the front, the little side pocket. I love the flaps, like
Yeah.
everything about it. It's like this is the opening look as well. Nothing crazy, but just like impeccably done. And I love
Yeah.
black, so
I loved it, actually. I mean, again, that skirt might not have the same impact on me because it would go to my knee or really hit me below the knee possibly, but, hey, I like a longer skirt. But, yeah, I think it's beautifully tailored. I bet you the leather is amazing. Like, I bet it's supple and gorgeous. I love the sweater. Yeah.
And guys, I do apologize. Like the lighting for this show was very dark, so I'm hoping that this is like showing up well enough.
I can see it. Like, I can
I'll
see it
do,
well. But, yeah,
I'll do my
it was
best to
dark.
zoom in.
It was dark. It was a dark show.
Yeah. Okay, so a lot of wearable pieces here. We've got like a lot of like felt and kind of wool mixed with leather, and we'll see
Yeah.
that on the Birkins as we kind of go along. Leather trench.
Shorts.
Yeah, a lot of little like vests and shorts, like kind of some, I don't know, like little cutesy items. I mean, all of these things, like if I could afford it, it'd be like, yeah, I'd wear that leather jacket.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I would definitely.
Same thing, but with a dress.
Vest, yeah.
Trying to see what I wrote down.
The shorts are interesting. Like, I've seen a lot of like the short shorts that basically look like underwear that people wear like in the runways, and I'm like, no. But these are actually shorts. So I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
Like, that's fine.
Yeah. They're like decent shorts,
Right. So that's, I'm like, okay. I mean, I might not wear leather shorts, but I understand the look. So it's like, all right, that's okay.
Right. A lot of layering here, like some
Yep.
asymmetrical necklines. Again, like a lot of leather vests and
Yep.
these little like tie
There's
closures.
more vests. Interesting. A lot of vests in this collection. Yeah.
And this bag right here, little cutout here. Like some of these looks are kind of like sexy. I was like, oh, okay, Hermes. Like,
yeah, agreed.
Like, all right, like the models look good.
Yeah.
This bag right here, the Della Cavalleria bag, I believe it's called.
Yep.
I feel like this is kind of the new bag that I don't know. I don't know if I want to go as far as to say that they're pushing, but like this seems to be a new option that people are kind of interested in.
I like it. I'm not sure how to open it.
I think that maybe you pull it down.
Like a step into a horse kind of thing? Like you pull the...
Yeah. I think you pull it down. What do you guys think about this bag? I think it looks pretty
I like
cute.
it.
Yeah, exactly. And it's kind of like if you like the Constance bag, but you don't want like a big H on your bag. Like I love that bag. I like the classic silhouette. Oh, Caleb says, yup, it hinges down. Okay.
Yeah. Like a stirrup, like you could put for a horse. Like I get it. I like that. Yeah.
Exactly. It looks like a horse stirrup. And I don't think I can play this, guys. Maybe I can play without the sound. But if you go on if you search for this bag there's a landing page on the Hermes website. I'll screen share what I'm talking about. This is the landing page. There is a over the top, if you scroll down to the bottom, over the top, like movie. Have you seen this? Like movie
I know.
trailer for this bag. And it's basically kind of like Lord of the Rings, Game of Thronesy. Like there's a Gandalf looking character.
And I was like, wait a minute.
It's hilarious, guys. It's literally like actors, like full costume, and they're just like, we must.
You have to check it out. You have to check it out.
We must defend the bag. Like, I don't understand why this was made. Like, what is happening here?
I think it was an homage to like, you know, the Italian, like Western Greek, you know, Odyssey. Like I don't know what it was supposed to be, but I have to say it kind of made me like, this is cool.
Like, I thought it was hilarious. I was like, okay, Hermes, like having a little bit of fun. Like, how much did this cost you?
A lot.
It looked very expensive. And it literally says here, like, I'll read you the copy, guys. It says, the legend of Hermes della Cavalleria, the disrupted destiny of a magical bag that increases its owner's power tenfold. Jealousy guarded by an evil queen, it heralds disastrous consequences for the future of an entire land. Luckily, it falls into the hands of a princess, and from that moment, its destiny is transformed. But the vengeful anger of the queen, prepared to go to any lengths, is not to be underestimated. Braving snares and spells, will Hermes della Cavalleria save the princess and keep its legend alive? Like the bag itself saves the princess? What are you talking about?
The bag is alive, basically. Yeah.
It's so silly, but it's a cute bag.
I really like it. I don't know. I think it's really cute. I like the fact that there's not like a big H, like you said. I think that the design speaks for itself. I don't know. There's something about it that I really like.
Yeah, I think it's cute. Okay, so here's the
hinge. Okay.
Got it. Yeah, you can see it like comes down and like hangs, I suppose.
Okay. I like it.
Or maybe just this part pops off, not the whole thing.
I like it.
It must be that. Yeah.
I wonder how much it is and whether actually anyone will be able to buy it.
Yeah. I wonder how much it is, because even like the Constance right now is very expensive. It's kind of like, if you also want a Birkin, like, do you really want to buy a like, do you know what I mean? Like
right.
These other non-quota bags are still very expensive.
Very expensive. The quality of an Hermes bag is amazing. No doubt. But yeah, very pricey.
Yeah. Hi, Clarissa. Welcome. Hello. Jessica says, I love that bag. Zane says, gotta love romance language. Tyga says, I don't get that they are pushing a bag that won't be available to buy. Littleson says, this is where all the Birkin money is going.
There you go.
Caleb is loving the H lore. Jessica says, more like it decreases its owner's bank account, because it said that it like increased the owner's power or something like that.
I love it. I love it.
Marie says, Excalibur for fashion files. It's so funny, but I loved the film. I thought that was hilarious. But anyway, back to the show.
They were committed. They were very committed.
They're also doing like this teeny little bag. I'm like, okay, are you trying to like make something that we can afford?
Yeah, exactly. I see. Now I would not spend my money on that, because I'm just kind of like, that looks like any other, I don't know. Like that, I would just be like, okay, no, it's not worth it.
Just like a pochette accessoire little pouch. Yeah. Like, I don't care about that.
Nope. I agree.
Yeah.
The stitching on that is amazing.
Caleb says the Birkin is your tote for the casual work week, and the Della Cavalleria is your hands-free weekend bag. Yes.
Well,
Now I just need them to offer it to me.
yeah, without spending 100 grand first.
Exactly. Let me see. There was some here. Oh, also a lot of bolides in this show.
Yeah,
So this is the
interesting.
bolide, guys. It kind of looks like a Louis Vuitton Alma. I don't know
It
which
does.
one came first. Comment in the chat if you happen to know the answer to that. But I saw quite a lot of this style as well.
Yeah, it was very popular. And then the boots, the knee-high boots.
Oh yeah, those are quite sharp.
Ooh, very pointy. Very, very pointy, pointy.
Yeah,
Interesting. Okay.
I kind of like how they paired it with the shorts.
Yeah, no, I
Um,
think it looks, I mean, on them, it looks great. It looks fantastic.
Here's another color of that bag, like
I
a
love they
brown.
paired it with the gray. That's interesting. That's actually a nice contrast.
I like a lot of these like layered sorts of pieces.
Yep.
Where's the one? This is interesting. Just kind of like the little cutouts on the skirt.
Yeah.
Here, I
Oh,
wrote
that's
down
interesting.
where the felt bags were. Look 34 and 47.
Okay.
Let me look. Oh, there's one here too.
Ah, yes.
I
The
don't like
felt
hate
and
the
leather.
look of it, but like if that was what I was offered, I'd be so pissed.
I would too, to be honest. I like the look. I do. I like a felt wool like with a leather. In fact, the one Fendi first bag that I've been trying to buy for literally years is a wool one, and it's like it looks like that material. And it's the one that I cannot find. So
Uh,
I like the material, I like the design, but again, if I'm offered a Birkin, I want a leather Birkin. Like that would I would
right,
be annoyed.
right. This isn't a hypothetical world where I'm offered Birkins.
I've never been offered a Birkin either, guys. Don't worry. Never gonna happen.
Caleb said one of the bull leads was shown in Volinka leather. Really exciting to see. What is that?
I have
Educate
no
me.
idea. Yes,
Now I want to look it up.
Caleb.
Volinka leather. Oh. Volinka Russian leather. Oh, wow. The rebirth of an imperial leather. Its name is an invitation to dream and travel. Lost for many years, the secret of its unique tanning has now been rediscovered. Russian leather is reborn in the new leather collection under the name Volinka. I think oh, wow. Look at that pretty leather right there.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Oh, there's a whole bunch here. They
Okay.
Oh, interesting. I'm gonna have to read this afterwards.
I am too. That's
Maybe
really
Caleb can
interesting.
give us a spark notes.
Yeah. Caleb, do you want to give us a very quick summary? Yeah, no, that's really interesting. Okay.
It looks beautiful.
It does.
Oh yeah, it's offered on the Bolide Voyage. I'm not Haute I don't know how to pronounce it. I'm so sorry.
That one
And
I
the
can't do.
Voyage. Oh wow, beautiful.
Interesting. Okay. Great. Now I found a new thing to be obsessed with that I can't
Yeah, I
afford. Fantastic.
know.
That's great. Thanks, Caleb. Appreciate that.
I like this look.
I do too. Yeah.
Her skin
Again,
is glowing.
could not pull that off, but I like it.
They moisturized all the models very
They
well.
did. They did.
The legs are gleaming.
They
um,
did.
this is like a little
Ah,
shearling coat.
yeah, that looks shearling.
I like the little leather collar. I like we've got another Birkin, but a smaller one.
Yeah. 25 maybe.
Like Do we think that this show highlights any of the other trends we've seen, or is like Hermes just kind of doing its own thing?
Hermes is the only one making money, so I think they're like, we're gonna just do what we always do, and you the rest of you go along and play with your weird, ruffles, and we're just gonna
I
keep on
would
keeping
buy,
on.
yeah, like I would buy all these things. Like a lot of like the models actually look good.
They do.
Look at
Yeah.
this jacket. Ooh,
Oh, that's beautiful.
that looks so nice.
That's beautiful. It's like
I
it's
think
like a riding outfit. Like,
yes, it's like a riding jacket. And I
yeah,
love the buckle there and
that's
this little
gorgeous.
detail on the edge.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
beautiful.
And then just a black Birkin.
I mean, just do you know how impossible it is to find and buy a black Birkin? Like, I mean, nobody gets offered a black Birkin
Yeah.
ever. Ever. It just doesn't happen. I mean,
I remember sitting next to this couple in Paris at like a lunch I went to, and the woman pulls, and maybe it was fake, I don't know, but she pulled out a black Birkin 25. And I'm literally like, how did you get that? I'm like, are you secretly famous? Because like nothing else about her screamed, like, look at me.
yeah.
And I'm
It's
like, how?
I always want to ask when I see them because I'm always just like, what did you do? Like, and I'm always curious. I mean, I'd love to hear the stories, and not in like a judgy way. I would just love to know. Like, I
Yeah, I
would
just
love to
want to
hear the
know.
story. Yeah,
I'm just nosy.
yeah, me too. Yeah, I'd love to know.
I like these layered looks here. I don't know what this green is doing. It's like the green in the Chanel show.
How interesting. But you know what? That's a signal right there because it showed up in the Chanel show. It's showing up here. This
Yeah.
that bright green. I wonder if there is something to that. That's
Again
interesting.
with this little bag.
Yeah, I don't like the little bag.
I don't
That I
like
don't
the
want.
bag.
See, there's the green again. That's interesting.
It's a nice coat. I don't like this color green,
I
but
would love that color. I would look good in that color. I like that.
it would look awful on me.
That would not be the best color for you.
No.
No. But I like the cut. The cut's good.
Yeah. Like I like the outfit,
Yeah, yeah.
but I wouldn't wear that color.
Maybe there's a green like a interesting. Okay.
Oh, I meant to show you this bag.
Yeah.
Like that's cute.
Yes. Thank you. Yes.
Oh, here's the photo. Here's the photo.
I know. I because it's green. And I
It's
was like,
green.
yeah, I immediately saw that and was like, I actually just showed it to my husband. He's like, no. It's just like, no. And I was like, but he's like, no, no. He's like, do you know what you would have to do to like get that, like just to get to the point where they would, I was like, yes. Yeah.
Like the cargo Birkin,
Yeah. I'm like, I got it. I know. I mean, no, it's never going to happen. I'm never going to be in an Hermes and they're going to be like, hey, would you like a Birkin? Be like, yeah, no. There's never ever gonna. And here's the thing: even if they did offer me a Birkin, would I be able to afford whatever the price was for the Birkin? Like, I mean, really, to be honest, like, yeah, I could. I guess I could like charge it or something, but like, that's not a good financial decision in this day and age. Hey, let's go spend 10 grand on a purse. Yeah. So I mean, the people that are buying these lines, or the people that are buying the ready to wear, especially, they have gorgeous things. But I gotta tell you, the ready wear is incredibly expensive.
Yes, it is. Yeah. Well, some of their ready to wear is reasonable compared to like Chanel.
Correct. Correct. But Chanel is stupid. I'm sorry. Like they've lost.
Yeah, I
They've
don't
lost.
even look. I don't even look. Like I'm not even there's nothing that I would even consider paying.
No.
But Hermes, it's cheaper. Like it's not affordable by any means, but like it is cheaper than a lot of the other like very high up luxury brands.
I do
But
agree with you.
everything that they're showing here is leather. So all of this stuff is going to be like
Yeah.
more than a Birkin, you know, it's going to be ridiculous.
Tens of thousands of dollars. That's what you get into. Like, there was a Chanel shirt that I liked. This was like 2 years ago, and it was like a silk. It was almost see through. Well, it wasn't really a shirt. It was like a duster, and it was $30,000.
Oh my
It was
gosh.
a duster. It was a silk duster. It's 30 grand.
Wow. Yeah, that's crazy.
I was like, never mind.
Yeah, never mind.
I asked my SA about it because they had it in the store on Newberry Street, and I was like, "Oh, can I, look?" She's like, she looks at me and she goes, "Jen," and I go, "Yes." She's like, not that she's like, and she was just wasn't trying to be. She was like, not that you couldn't afford it if you wanted it. Like, I know you could, but it's $30,000, and I was like,
She
no,
probably
I can't afford that. I was like, thank you for thinking that I might be, but no, like that was,
I'm like, yeah, sometimes I'm like afraid
yeah, it was
that
bad.
they're gonna bring something out and I'm gonna have to be that person that's like, and not this.
And no, so yeah,
Right. It's like
yeah.
I just came in to buy some like versatile shoes or something, you know,
Yeah,
or like I
exactly.
just came to look.
It's like I'm like debating on the $2,000 shoes because I think that's too expensive. So I don't think the 30K duster's gonna
Yeah.
work.
Brown Girl Bella was saying, I just saw Denzel in Othello and he came on with ashy elbows. So I wanted to give him my Christian Dior lotion. It took all the willpower I had. I mean, we're talking about the well moisturized models. You can't be going out on stage with ashy elbows, knees, or hands or
You
feet or
cannot.
anything.
No, you cannot. My husband gets ashy elbows because my husband is he's an interesting combination. He's Guatemalan and Irish.
Mm.
I know there's not a lot of them running around, but his skin tone, like he gets this very, and I don't, of course, because I'm like see through, don't have that, and so he's always moisturizing his elbows like all the time, so he doesn't have ashy elbows, and I'm very proud, very very proud. But it's a thing, and like you're gonna go on stage. I mean, something to be aware of.
Some of these comments, you guys.
I love it.
Yes, the Chanel pricing is crazy.
It's gotten out of control. I mean, like you said, like the Hermes, yes, it's again, I do think it's less in crazy pricing than Chanel. I'm trying to remember if I have, and I don't own any ready to wear by Hermes. I have scarves, I have
Yeah.
shoes.
I don't like a lot of the ready to wear. Like some of it is cute, but it's like a not I don't know, like
Yeah,
some of it is cute, but then once again, everything that I like is the most expensive.
I get into the same. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I have
Yeah,
Chanel ready to wear, but it's vintage Chanel ready to wear.
yeah, yeah.
It's
I
not
like
new.
I like the Hermes scarves. Like I kind of
They are
I don't
beautiful.
yeah, they're beautiful. You can wear them as shirts. Like
Yeah.
there's ways that you can style them as like a top or you can just
Well,
wear them with a sweater.
you can. You can.
Yeah, I'm like an A cup, so it's
Yes,
very
that's
easy.
perfect. You are perfect, and I would love that. If I did that, that would not that would not work.
But it's a nice way to dress up a
It is.
sweater or like a t-shirt,
I agree. Yeah,
or
yeah,
you can like tie the edges together, the corners together, and you can wear it as like a little capelet type of
absolutely.
thing. Like
Or
there's
you can
different
do like
ways.
kind of the Jackie O thing with the scarf and then tie it around, and yeah, I love. I think Hermes does a beautiful job with everything they make. I've never had a problem with their creation. I've never had a problem with their production, the way that they create things. I think they do a beautiful job. Their leathers are amazing. I've felt a leather jacket by Hermes. I've never owned one, but I've felt one, and I'm like, wow, that's
Yeah,
you
I
can
like look at
tell
this stuff. I don't buy it all, but
no,
like um
no.
I like to go and like look
Oh
at things
yeah,
in the store like, "Ooh, what do they have?"
yeah, absolutely. And I love their shoes actually.
Their shoes are very well made and very comfortable.
Yeah, I agree.
So like that's one thing that I'm willing to pay for.
Yeah, I
Some of
have a
you
lot of
guys some of the chat is talking about like how you can get like a lot of the scarves like pre-loved, which is fun because you can like hunt down different patterns. The first Hermes things that I ever owned were I bought two scarves at in when I was in Japan at like a resale shop. Like
Yep.
they were 50% off at the resale shop. And I was like, okay. Like I had never owned anything from Hermes and I was like, oh, this will be a fun like thing to bring home.
Oh yeah. No. I'm just thinking. I was trying to think out like the first thing that I owned from them. Yeah, scarves. My husband bought me scarves. Yeah, and absolutely beautiful, and I love them, and I use them all the time. I mean, they've lasted forever. I mean, you can't even
Yeah.
tell they're you can't even tell they're old. Like, I mean, you would never know. They're beautiful.
Yeah. Nitu says she likes their shoes and small accessories.
Yeah. I've wanted like Hermes earrings for like the longest time. And I've just never
Mhm.
pulled the trigger, but I do love them. Like a lot of the little H designs or
Yeah,
the little like padlock. I think they're very cute.
I got the little ear cuff.
Oh, do you like them? Do you like it?
It's so cute, and I was wearing it yesterday, and I got some compliments, but they don't fit on everybody's ear. Like depending on like the thickness of your ear, it can just slip off, but it fits
Oh,
perfectly on my ear.
okay.
Um, very like, affordable like little thing to get, and I wear
Good.
ear cuffs a lot because I don't have like piercings up there. So that's a cute little like fashion jewelry thing to pick up if, yeah.
I definitely need to pull the trigger on some of the jewelry because I do like it. I even like the bracelets.
Yeah.
I just haven't, you know.
Yeah, they got some cute stuff, and I feel like the quality is better than a lot of the Chanel stuff.
Oh, I agree. I agree.
Yeah. Nitu says she has some of their cute jewelry.
They have great stuff, and I really I think it's simple but elegant, very wearable. You know,
Yeah.
yeah, I like it. I very much so. Yeah, it's funny because most of the jewelry, if you're talking like costume, quote costume jewelry, but like well made costume jewelry, most of the stuff I have is either Chanel, vintage Chanel, because I worked for Chanel, so I have older pieces.
Right, right.
Um, yeah, or like, paste jewelry, like literally vintage jewelry, but which, now is actually quite expensive because it's become quite expensive. But
Right.
yeah, I don't really have too many, like I don't have too many like Louis Vuitton or Prada or Hermes jewelry, although there are pieces from time to time that I see that I'm like, "Oh, that's really cute." I
Right.
don't
I never
wear it
really
for
like pulled the trigger on it.
yeah.
Yeah. I like the Hermes makeup as well.
Yes,
Um,
I'm wearing one.
oh, what are you wearing?
So this is one of the new shiny lipsticks. This is in Rose Boisé.
Oh, I
You have
love
the
shiny.
Cellier?
I have Brun Cellier and one of the like brownie reds. I can't remember. They're really, really nice lipsticks though. Oh, that is so nice.
It's a good color.
I love the color that I got. I need to try the red one on, but I wore the brown one yesterday. They're really, really good.
Yeah, they are
So
good.
what's that shade again for anybody who's curious?
So this one is, and I can type it in, and I'm probably butchering the French, guys. It's Rose Boisé, Boise. But I'll type it
Okay,
in.
perfect. That's a really nice color.
It's a great color. And the only reason I bought it is I bought one rose shade, one brune shade, and one beige shade because I was
Yeah.
like, okay, well, we'll try the different ones. And then I bought one of the limited edition ones. And they're all, I mean, again, these are very pricey, shiny lips. I'm not going to lie. Like, you can find ones, and I did a whole video on like comparisons. You can find a similar one. It's not that these are like so much better than others, but they are really good. And I love the fact that these are refillable because you can just pull them out and then you can change the case.
Oh, yeah, true.
So if you like the limited edition case a lot, and I'm not saying you should do this, but I'm just saying if you wanted to, you can buy the limited edition shades, use them up, or give them to somebody else who likes them, and then you can put the
Yeah.
shade that you like in the limited edition case.
Right, exactly. I didn't realize they were refillable like that.
There.
I was tempted because I went to Hermes yesterday and because it's my birthday and I was just like, I'll go to Hermes. And I wanted to see if they had the lipsticks. They had the limited edition ones, but I didn't see that they had put out the full
The regular.
Yeah, and they don't have like testers. It's really weird. So I was like, oh, I kind of wanted to come in and like swatch some of them, but
Exactly. I'd be like,
yeah, I just wanted to like play around with them, but they didn't have them. Oh, thank you, Brown Girl Bella. Thank you. Yeah.
I honestly, like, if you're somebody who is like me and you're willing to pay a ridiculous amount of money for a lipstick that's going to disappear in an hour, which I do all the time, these are great. They're really good.
I really like. When I saw the price, I was like, ah,
yeah, it's a lot.
Pearls. I don't know what I was expecting. Like they're always that price, but I was like, okay, these better be good, and they actually are really good.
No, they are really good, but it's a lot. But the funny thing is, it's actually more product in these by like 1.01. It's not a lot, but you actually get more product than the thicker lipsticks.
Oh,
so again, by the it's so like infinitesimally more, but still it is more. And it doesn't look like it by the bullet, but they're really, really good. I really like them. They're beautiful.
Yeah, I highly recommend. Let me do we want to do like one more show, guys? Okay, so let me know what you want to see. We've got Valentino, Chloe, DIOR, Prada, and Fendi. So what do you want to see? Thank you, Kiki Blaze. Pop it in the chat, and then I'll do a poll of the ones I see the most.
So we see Chloe, Valentino.
Little Sin said, I really wanted to get the new lipsticks, and now I am convinced.
They're really good. They're really good, guys. I wanted not to like them. I wanted to do like a rant video. I was going to be like, these are terrible, and they're $8.
I know.
And then I put them on. I was like, these are actually good.
Nitu wants to know what other shades you got.
So I got the Rose Boise. I've got the beige. You know what? Let me just get them because I won't remember.
I am looking at what people are asking for. I'm seeing Valentino. Selfishly, I want Fendi because it's my favorite brand. I'm seeing a lot of Valentino and DIOR. What do you guys think? What do you think?
Want Fendi because of the bags. No, I'm just kidding. Okay.
Fendi has some good stuff, but some like not so good stuff too.
I got beige midi. That's the beige shade. I got Brune d'Ambre, which is the one that has the sparkle in it. And then I got the limited edition shade is the beige halo. Those are the four.
Okay. Okay, let's vote between Valentino and Fendi. Do we want to do my favorite brand or the other brand a lot of you guys are voting for? Fendi's show is their 100th anniversary. Or I guess
I think we do Fendi in honor of your birthday, but that's just me.
Yeah, guys, do you want to vote for what I want or do you want to do Valentino? Hillary goes, I have to vote Fendi. Jessica said Sophia's favorite. I'm not saying it was my favorite show, but it is my favorite brand. And there was like some interesting motifs.
I was never like the biggest. Well, I should say that. I was a huge Fendi fan way back. And then I wasn't a huge Fendi fan. And now I'm a huge Fendi fan again.
They're definitely having like a bit of a resurgence, I feel like.
I agree.
Let me see. Okay, you guys are voting for Fendi. Okay, let's do that. Fendi won by a landslide. Share this tab. Now, remember, guys, this is the 100th anniversary. And Fendi started off as a fur house. So there is a lot of fur in this show. So just warning you guys, that's just what they do. Okay. And it is real fur. So let me pop this in here. Well, we'll do it this way. So there's a lot of fur in this show. There's a lot of looks in this show. It's their 100th anniversary. And what I found interesting, I guess I'll just say from the start, is that like I thought that they would bring in more. I thought I would see more like standard peekaboos, standard baguettes, but instead they really did. Hi, Super Vero, welcome. They did kind of do what I would expect from like any other fashion show, which is create a lot of the newer styles like the peekaboo soft and the mama baguette. And then we also saw the Fendi spy bag return to this runway, and I would love to hear what you guys think. But this is the fur look, the first look, the fur look. Starting it off with a fabulous fur coat with this beautiful high collar and kind of like a flouncy bottom. And then I also thought it was interesting that they started off this show, their 100th anniversary, with what I think is like a new bag. Like, I don't think this is an archival piece.
Okay, now I am not in any way an expert on Fendi. It's not like, I mean, if we were talking Chanel, I could have probably been like, yeah. But this one, I have never seen before. I have never seen this bag. I've never seen this bag.
Also, like, does it swivel? Like, what's going on there?
I mean, it's like a fortune cookie, but two bags at the same time. Like, I'm not sure.
Right.
You know what? I kind of like it though. Like in a weird way, I'm kind of like, well, it's different. Okay.
Yeah.
It's not a bag I would buy necessarily, but I'm kind of like,
right.
Okay. Well, all right.
This is like a flap. So I think you open up this flap and this is like one compartment and then this is another compartment on the other side.
Yeah. I think, yeah. I don't like the shoe.
I don't like the shoe. It does not look comfortable.
No, it looks like your toe is going to get cut in half right there.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
Yeah, it doesn't look very comfortable.
No.
Oh, I didn't realize. Is this the right photo even? Like, that's not the same coat. That might be a mistake. Or it's just like the same shoe.
Oh, it could be. Yeah. I love the cut, like of the coat and this dress. This is a very flattering cut.
Yes.
For practically everybody.
Yeah. I thought I'll say as well, like as I click through, I thought the models looked very beautiful. Like I thought the makeup was very natural and fresh. And they have models across a wider range of ages. They're not all like 18.
Agreed.
So I felt like they did a great job making them all look beautiful. Like this woman, I feel like she looks
stunning.
She's strutting it. She's confident, you know?
Yeah, she is owning that outfit. There's no,
And like the makeup, I think it looks good. I like it.
I agree.
Yeah. I mean, it's very natural. There's nothing crazy.
Yeah, but I mean, that's what most of us do, right? I mean, like right now, Sophia and I have on a very similar quote look. Like I have some mascara on, I have some blush on, and I have my Hermes shiny lip. That's it.
Yeah. Like it's definitely washed out from the lights, but I'm just wearing like the Prada Pansy palette.
Right. Yeah, exactly. But it's a very light, very, and so that's a very similar idea to what these women are rocking on the runway.
Yeah. The bag here, so they're featuring the new Mama baguette, but in some more autumnal, I guess you could say, textures.
Yep.
I don't know if this is shaved mink. I think that's probably what this is.
Could be. Yeah.
And she also has a little like shearling bangle or something.
Oh, how interesting.
Yeah.
Huh. Okay.
Yeah. We're seeing a lot of like the peekaboo soft. I don't
I
know.
love that.
You love it?
I want that bag.
I like the colors. I was thinking to myself, I was like, is this the most beautiful thing ever? Or is it like too shiny?
I
But it's
love it.
under the lights. I feel like in person, I would like this bag even more.
I will take it if you don't want it.
It's like a snake, like the chevron pattern kind of reminds me of that. I
I
like
love
that
it.
they're doing these. I don't know how much it will be,
Oh,
but
fortune, but I love it.
I like the boots too.
I love the boots. I love the boots. I love the bag. So I know, since I love the boots in the bag and you love the boots in the bag, that the boots in the bag are going to be like the most expensive things that have gone
Yeah,
down.
we did. That's going to be the most expensive thing for
Yep.
sure.
Yep. That's how it goes.
I kind of like this like
Yeah.
smocked look with the little frills.
I do too.
Like
I love
I
the
think
color. Yeah.
yeah, it's like feminine, figure flattering.
Beautiful.
I don't really like this little like frilly.
That's a scrunchie for a bag. That's
Yes,
not good.
yeah,
That's
not
not good.
a fan of that.
No.
But see what I mean? Like they're strutting it.
She looks good.
Yeah, like she looks good.
Yeah.
It's highlighting the curves. There were some men's looks that I didn't care about super
Yeah,
much.
not really my thing. But hey, I mean,
Trying to skip to some of the looks that are a little more interesting. So, okay, so this men's look, they're doing the peekaboo soft in like a fur.
yeah.
It's like a creature.
It's not my thing. I mean, I get
It's
it.
much.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, okay, so for me personally, like this is just I don't wear real fur. I do wear fake fur though. I love
Mhm.
fake fur. I love anything fuzzy. And so I would like that bag if to me, if it was like the smaller peekaboo and it
Yeah.
was more like fuzzy,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
fun fuzzy. That just looks like an animal to me.
Yeah, it looks a little too like a pelt, like a
Yeah.
pelt or like a rug.
Yeah. And so that for me, I'd just be like, no.
Marie said bougie Muppet bag.
Yeah. Not me.
Yeah, it's a little too like on the nose. I feel like they didn't really transform it
Yeah.
all that much.
Yeah.
Um Sounds like a lot of you guys like the dresses and the boots and stuff. Um I liked this look. I think this
Yeah.
lady's so cute.
She's adorable.
She just looks like a little Italian
She
woman
does.
all dressed up like a rich, you know,
Yes.
a rich woman going to get lunch with her friends.
I think it looks really good. Yeah.
And
The boots are nice.
look at the boots. And I wanted to highlight the charms here. There's one that looks like a little pencil, like a little pen holder.
So freaking cute.
I know. And these little charms, you got a little folio. She's got photos of her grandkids in there.
Definitely does.
And
And
they got
that's the charm bracelet she wore in 1925. I mean, like that's great.
yeah,
I love it.
exactly. Wanted to know there's some boots here. Oh wait, first off, look at this bag. They're making it in the green.
I knew you were going to show me that. I knew you were. I hate you.
It's a great bag, right?
It's such a good bag. When Sophia was in Boston and we did some shopping, guys, if you watched it on Sophia's channel, our Boston shopping vlog, she bought like the best bag. I loved the bag. And I am like so into green. I love green. And I saw this bag and I was like, okay, this is like, I cannot. And then I was just like, but maybe if it's like in the fall, by
Yeah.
that time I can afford it.
I got this bag in like the red color kind of like this color almost.
It's beautiful. It's a beautiful bag.
It is a really nice bag. I really like. I've really enjoyed using it. It's a little bit bigger than what I'm used to, but it's a very like functional bag. Like
It is.
fits over the shoulder. You can adjust that strap.
It's gorgeous. The leather is amazing.
Yeah. Hillary said, "I wanted it in that blue."
Oh
Oh,
yeah.
so good.
The blue was beautiful too, because I think
Yeah.
yeah, we tried. Yeah, you tried the blue, and in fact, I think I like because
Oh yeah, there was a cobalt blue.
yes, and when we were trying them on, I said I like the cobalt blue color because that's like I love that color, and so does Sophia. But honestly, on Sophia, the red just popped. Like it just looked so good.
Yeah. Oh, so the name of this bag is the Peekaboo Soft. Peekaboo Soft. And when I bought mine, they didn't have the small size. There was a medium and a large. So I got the medium, and now they have a new small size.
Yep.
That apparently
I would probably buy the medium, to be honest. I like bigger bags though, but
I think this bag looks really good in the medium size. I
Yeah.
think that the small size is really cute.
it is.
But I'm almost kind of like, ooh, maybe just go for like a classic peekaboo if you're gonna go that size.
Yeah.
If you want something bigger, this is nice because it's more, it's softer, more supple. You can fit more things in it. So yeah, Hillary said medium is the size I'd get it in.
I have a peekaboo, but I don't have a soft. I have a medium. Mine's it was a limited edition. It's the velvet swirl that was like blue. It was a limited edition velvet swirling pattern peekaboo.
Oh, was it the marble one?
Yes, marble. Yes.
Oh, my friend has that. I don't know if
Yes.
you watch Steph from Handbag Holic. She has that
Oh,
bag.
yeah. Oh, does she? Okay.
Yeah, she got it from Fashion File, I think.
Yeah. I have that in the medium size, and so that's the only peekaboo I have. But
Ooh, that's a good peekaboo to have.
it is a good peekaboo to have, but it would be very different. Is like, I mean, even though it would be the same size, it'd be very different because it would be a soft, which I don't have, and it would be the green leather instead of the
Yeah.
swirl. Yeah. I've come up with reasons that I need it. That's basically what I'm doing. Yeah.
I want to show you these boots real quick. So first off, I like this look. I think this is like a full leather dress though. So it's like, how expensive is this going to be? It's going to be
very.
But look at how fierce she is. She's got blue eyes too.
Hey, that's Arena.
Oh, is it?
Arena?
No, I don't think it is. I don't think it is.
Looks like her.
Yeah, it does. Maybe it is. I don't know.
I love the boots.
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't know if these are embossed. I don't know if these are like an exotic. Like I can't really tell if it's a water snake maybe.
Could be a water snake. It does look like Adriana Lima. Yeah, it does. But I don't know.
Yeah. But I liked those boots.
Those boots are great. The dress is gorgeous.
Yeah.
Sophia, you could rock that dress.
Not this color, but like
no, but the dress. You could do it.
I do really like that dress.
Yeah, you could definitely do it. That's a tall girl dress, in my opinion.
If I had those boots on, I could do it.
You could totally do it.
Yeah.
Totally do it.
I'm just looking at my notes. Oh, okay, we got some good stuff here. There were some embellished looks.
Like the bags.
Yeah, so like this dress, they threw in some pink there.
Wow, yeah.
And then you got the boots. And then they did a baguette for the baguette. And then they did this doll charm and then a baguette for the doll.
I know it's totally ludicrous, but I thought it was fun. I did.
I know. Look at her little shoes. They're like little fur shoes.
I think it's cute. I mean,
I
ridiculous,
know.
but cute.
I know. Look 36, you can kind of see here. Oh, first off, I also like these knit pieces.
I did too. Yeah. The
Yeah, like
ombre.
that's
Yeah.
yeah, I like that ombre.
I like that too. It's really nice.
Let me see here. 36. So here you get like a better look at these.
The dolls.
Yeah, I don't think they're not going to be this big. They're going to be more of like a regular bag charm size,
Yep.
but they have a couple of these. I think there's at least 6. And they're each going to be about like 1400, 1500. The most expensive one is the one that's wearing a little fur coat, and that one is going to be like 2100.
Of course. Of course.
I
They've
wonder if I can find that one. I don't know where it is.
literally upped Prada, because Prada has the little teddy bears. So now
Right,
Fendi has little dolls. I love it.
right. I liked this look. This just like chocolate brown suit
Oh, that's nice. Yeah.
with the they got the chocolate brown peekaboo soft, and they have all of these like mini mama baguettes as well.
Those are cute.
Um,
I do like those.
there's some other charms too that I want to show you guys. Oh, look 41 here. Let me see. Oh, there's this detail as well. This kind of like, what would you
Yeah,
call that? Laser cut or whatever.
I think it is. It's very difficult to do, is my understanding.
Yeah, I think they really tried to like show off the talent of the fur atelier in,
Yeah.
in this show. Can't say I like the fur peekaboo softs.
No, and what is the shoe? Yeah, no. That's no.
Yeah.
Not for me, but I mean,
Yeah. Oh, look 42. Okay, we looked at that charm.
it'll appeal to someone.
Look 47. So this is like an all, what is this? A cheetah print?
Yeah, I think that's cheetah.
But they've got the little perfume charm that matches this.
Now I'm gonna have to get that. Great. Fantastic.
But yeah, just showing you guys, so I think this is the small peekaboo
Yes,
soft.
yes,
This is the medium, I want to say.
yes.
So
Yeah,
you
because
can kind of see that.
we both have the perfume holder, right? You
Yeah,
have it
I
in
just got the perfume one in Miami because they don't have the perfumes like anywhere.
they don't, I know.
I
Mine is
saw
like
them in the window as I walked by, and I was like, "Oh, I want to go smell them
you're like, I
again."
have to get that. I have it in like the taupe color, the taupe
Yeah.
holder color, and yours I think is deeper than mine. But yeah, I love them, and I get people ask me all the time. They're like, "Is that
Oh,
a perfume?"
really?
And I'm like, "Yes, it is."
It's so cute.
It's adorable. I love it. It's totally unnecessary and expensive and wasteful, but I love it.
I like to smell good on the go.
Exactly. I mean, you know,
I do
that's it.
like this jacket,
Yeah, that's a nice jacket. It's a very nice
but
jacket.
but how do we feel, guys, about the redone Fendi spy bag? Because I'm probably gonna get some hate for this, but like I think the Fendi spy bag is like the ugliest bag I've ever seen. And there's like not that many bags I can truly say I find like that is ugly. And then they redid it into this, and I still don't like it.
I don't like it. I never liked it. I don't own one, but yeah, it's not me.
Guys, let me know. Do you like the Fendi Spy? I'm curious to see what you think. Nitu says pass. Hillary says that she likes Prima Terra and Perché No
Ah,
fragrances. I think Perché No is the best seller, if I'm not
yeah, I
mistaken.
think so. I think
I
you're right.
think that's the best selling one.
So here's my question. Does anyone know why it's called a spy bag?
Well, I think that the original little like clasp thing you could open up and it was like a secret little compartment. I think the bag had a couple of little
I
secret
see.
compartments. So it was like the spy bag. Like, ooh, what are you hiding in the bag?
Okay, because I'll be honest. I'm a tad bit older than Sophia, and I remember when this bag came out, and I hated it when it came out. So I was like, no, I'm not interested. But I never looked into why they called it that. I was always just like, okay, that's a spy bag. Like I just accepted it. I was like, oh, it's a spy bag. But yeah, it's not my thing.
Oh, so here you can get a better look at well, it's another Fendi spy, but you can see like this is going to be the size of the charms.
Of the doll, yeah.
Yeah, of the dolls. I don't know. Like they're fine. If it was like the perfect little thing that like I don't know, there was something about it that spoke to me, but they're just so expensive for a bag charm. It's just like, come on, guys.
Look, I am teetering on buying the stupid Prada one. Again, because
Yeah.
I'm I haven't felt well for the last couple weeks, and I'm like, I deserve it. And then I'm like, you don't deserve an $800 bad charm. But um, but it's cute and it's a teddy bear and I like it. But I gotta say, like, when you're getting into like the $2,000 range for the one, that's a lot. I
I
mean,
know. So crazy. Like there will be collectors that will buy it for the
yeah,
anniversary.
I'm sure, but I mean, 2000, I mean, for most of us, I'm just saying, right? Okay. Most of us, $2,000, that's a lot of money. And
Yeah, it's like your rent.
yeah. So I'm just like, I can't, like, I personally can't justify it. But again, like, if it's something you feel comfortable with, then hey, cool, you do you. But it's just like, I don't know. I think it might be a little tone deaf to price it like that, but maybe not. Maybe it'll just sell out immediately and everyone will love it.
Yeah, like maybe they're selling. I don't know. Oh,
It could be.
this is the one that is going to be the most expensive. This one with the fur coat. She got a little fur coat or fur robe.
Whatever it is, yes. And the little slip-on, little slides.
Yeah. And this is obviously like a larger version, like an actual doll size, but
So people can see it, the detail.
yeah,
Really
so
cute.
people
It's
can
well
see it.
designed.
I
Yeah.
mean, this outfit I think is beautiful. Like it's very similar to some of the other,
Yeah.
styles that we were seeing, like for Miu Miu, for example.
I love the
Very
tulip skirt.
retro.
Yeah. I love that. I love a tulip skirt, actually. I think it looks beautiful.
Yeah,
It just has to fall right. Like, again, if you're on the shorter side, something like that won't work because it'll look like a flower bell. Like it doesn't look right. It has to
yeah,
hit you in the right place. But when it does, I think it's a beautiful silhouette.
yeah. I liked these two looks.
Yeah. I
I
like
like
this.
this coat with the little polka dots and just the whole kind of like retro look, or this one as well.
I love that. Yeah.
It's a little like Harlequin, but it's like
No,
Harlequin
I like
chic.
it. I think it's different. I think it's different. Yeah.
Is this the spy bag? Like it just looks like a monster.
I don't know what that is.
I don't know what this is, but I like the dress.
Yeah, I do. I do.
Overall, I liked a lot of the clothes here, but like, you do have to like fur. So it's not for everybody, but I think there were a lot of nice bags. They're definitely taking a lot of the ones they just came out with and adding a lot more colors and quilting and charms and those types of things. Like the spring show was just like so fresh and like so many like pastels and like the mint green and everything. And then this is just kind of like they're like, oh, this is for fall winter, so we got to make this like all about the fur and the leather and like exotics and that kind of stuff. Although we didn't really see many like crocodile or anything like that. Um,
No.
But I like the boots. I like a lot of the bags, and then, you know, some of the
Look,
coats and stuff.
I like it. I mean, again, I'm not a fur person. I don't wear fur, but I think the design, the artistry of it is
Yeah.
impressive.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I'm going to be in Vegas in the later part of the year, like towards the end of the year. And if you're in Vegas or you're going to Vegas, Vegas has some amazing Fendi stores. There's actually
Oh, really?
3 or
Oh,
2.
wow.
I can't remember if there's 3 or 2, to be honest with you guys. But I have somebody at one of the Fendi stores. I don't remember which. But yeah, they get everything. Like they get everything.
Oh, wow.
So if you're interested in any of these collections and you're like that, that's one of the places that will have. If any place is gonna
Yeah,
have,
some of the hard to find things.
that will be one of them.
Yeah. I feel like in Dallas here, they have like trunk shows and that kind of stuff. They definitely get more things here. They get a lot more exotics here than the store in Boston
Oh
did. Because
yeah,
people here really tend to like those. Like
we
they
get nothing. We get nothing in Boston. Nothing.
I remember when I went to go find like the Fendace collection, and then but the essay there is now like
Yeah,
I followed her to Chanel and now she's going to Loewe and she's just like, no, we don't get anything good.
we
In
don't.
fact, the Fendi store in Copley, which actually just reopened yesterday, in case you wanted to know,
I know.
it just reopened. They were in Saks for a while, but it was a men's store. They were like, let's open a men's store. And then eventually they had to have like a cabinet full of peekaboos and stuff because obviously all the women came in looking for things. And so like they only had the very like classic basic colors and
Yep.
like standard bags.
There's nothing here. I mean, look, I love Boston for that because I like the ability to like just roll out to Starbucks with my, like my Red Sox sweatshirt and my boots. But here's the thing, like the drawback of that is that when you go looking for that special item, you're not going to find it here. You're not going to find it in a store. You can absolutely order things, and I have great essays that order things for me, but you're not going to be able to see it. You're not going to be able to see
Yeah,
it, feel it in
you
person.
need to order it. And a lot of
Exactly.
people just don't want to do that.
Yeah, I get it. I get it. But the Vegas store, not only did they have for example, all of the perfume holders, all the bag charms, but they had all the
Oh,
perfumes.
wow.
They had a bunch of at the time, new baguettes and peekaboos and everything that I had never seen before.
Yeah.
Limited edition
Wow.
ones. Yeah, Vegas has amazing.
Wow. That's good to know.
Let's go to Vegas, everybody.
Yeah, we should go. We can visit Michelle.
That's right. We could all spend way too much money and have a good time.
Yeah. The Me Too says that's why I love going to Vegas. You can see and feel the items. That's true.
And honestly, there wasn't, and maybe it was just me, but I didn't get pressure to buy anything. Like everyone was very like, sure, try it on, like play with
Yeah,
it, do whatever you like. Yeah, like nobody in any store I was in.
that's good.
Yeah, I was very surprised. Like I was in Bottega. My husband actually bought a wallet. I ended up not buying anything. I was in many of the Chanel's. I was in like, and I was literally in every store, and everyone was just super like chill. They were just like, yeah.
They probably they probably do a lot of volume, so they're not like desperate.
I think that's what it was. Like, because there were people there was one store, I don't remember which store it was. It may have been Louis Vuitton. I can't remember now, but like there was a person next to me that was buying a type of purse in 4 different shades.
Oh my gosh.
And I was just like, I kept like, I
The
was like,
same purse?
yeah, I was like, what is happening? And I'm pretty sure it was Louis Vuitton because I'm pretty sure it was a particular type of bag. It wasn't a Capucine. It was like that though. It was a more expensive bag, and it was like there was a
Yeah.
blue one, there was a green one, there was a black one, there was a brown, and she was with somebody like I don't know if it was her husband or whatever, but and they were buying the exact same bag in 4 different colors, and each bag was like $6,000, and I was just kind of
like you get everybody.
it was, and everybody seemed like that was completely normal. So I just was kind of like, yeah, I do that all the
I'm
time.
like, okay.
Yeah, totally.
Denise says, try being anywhere in Canada except Toronto or Vancouver. We really have nothing but Gucci, YSL, and LV. No ready to wear in sight, just bags, shoes, and SLGs. Oh,
I know. Boston's not that different from Canada. I mean, we're very close. We're very close to Canada. I mean, it's 4 hours away. But yeah, Vancouver's amazing. Toronto, I know you guys have amazing taste and wonderful shopping, but it does feel that way, like in a lot of the places that you go to. Texas, if you're in Dallas, there's tons of stuff. Like there's tons of places. LA, of course, but Vegas, but there's lots of places that you'll just never see any of these designs, and you'll see them online, but that's about it.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, we have a lot of like flagships here, so they tend to have good stock, which is
It's great. Yeah.
which is nice if you want to see things. I mean, sometimes they're sold out. That's the thing. Sometimes they like sell out.
Yeah.
And you're like, wait, this collection literally just launched like a week ago.
Yeah.
So
They're
there's
like, how
that
is
as
it
well.
gone? Well, I mean, for example, Chanel launches their new line on Friday, and
Oh, yeah.
their shoes are already sold out.
Oh, yeah. I've seen like I have an essay at Saks Beverly Hills because he used to work in Boston, and he's been posting the shoes for like 2-3 weeks at this point.
They're gone. They're like in any like like if you're a 6.5 to like an 8.5, they're gone.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Everything just like sells out because it's all pre-sale.
Exactly. Yeah, that's where we're at. So
Sea Salt Wave says, so true. Everything sells out quickly in Dallas.
I'm sure.
They'll be like, oh man, I had that size this morning and I sold it. I'm like,
you're like, really? Really? This morning you couldn't have? No?
Okay. Yeah. But it looks like a lot of you guys are heading to bed. Thank you for staying up late with us tonight, guys. And thank you, Jennifer, for joining me. I know it's like really late for you. It's like 10:16 here, but it's 11:16 there. So
It is, but it's okay because I'm a late night person. No, I loved being on. Thank you so much for having me again. And guys, Sophia and I are now in completely different places, but it's been great to be able to connect here on YouTube since she's not in Boston anymore. So there will be more lives to come. Stay tuned.
Yes, we're already planning some more lives. So anything you guys want to see, just let us know. Pop it in the comment section because I always read the comments on the lives and stuff. So or just message us, let us know what you want to see. We had a lot of requests to do like fashion roasts, and it's more fun to do this as a live event than for me to just like post a video and then like not everybody wants to not everyone's into like runway fashion. So I feel like this is a fun way to get a little taste of that and to kind of do it as like a group of friends. So
I agree. And I think we've now implanted the idea of a Vegas meetup, whether that was a good idea on our parts or not.
Yeah, we should do a Vegas meetup.
We should, actually.
I'll go. I'll do it. It's not that far of a flight for me.
Okay.
Everything's like 3 hours away for me. I'm right in the middle of the country.
That's true. You are in the middle of the country. Well, I have to go to Vegas anyway, so
let me know. We can plan a meetup. I know some other YouTubers that are in the Vegas area too. So
yeah.
In addition to Michelle, like I know some other people and stuff. So we could get a YouTube meetup.
Do like a big. You can see us walk around the mall with like a flag. Like
YouTube meetup. Come network with us, but also shop. All right, guys. Thank you guys for joining us. I'm glad you had fun. Hopefully this was entertaining. I tried to like come as prepared as possible with all the tabs and things.
Sophia's always prepared.
Yeah, it does take me a little while to prepare for these. But I just want them to always be fun for you guys. So I'm glad you all had fun. Thanks for all the love in the chat. And thank you guys for the super chats as well and all of the birthday wishes. Very sweet of all of you. So thank you. You made your way onto the heart this time. And yeah, I will catch you guys in the next one. Next week, we should be doing, welcome, Hillary, a new member. Welcome to the membership. Whoa, you really squeezed right in there at the end.
She did. She got like right the last. Good going, Hillary. That's very nice. I like it.
Well, Hillary, next week, we will be doing the pass or yes. And I think we'll do the after party again for whomever is able to, stay up. But if you can't stay up, you can always watch that on the replay. So we'll do the regular show and then we'll do a little like after party for the members with any like extra stuff I have to talk about. So, and if you guys want to join if you want to join my membership, just go on your computer, go to my YouTube page, and there'll be a little join button. Same for Jennifer. She also just launched a membership. So yeah, thank you guys. Good night. And thank you for joining.
Night, everybody.
Bye.